Hey everyone, welcome to the Honey Flow Show. Hope you guys are enjoying your week. It was really good yesterday. I've been doing actually back-to-back talk shows this week to catch up on everyone that I missed the last month. It's been incredible. Make sure you guys check the replay with DJ The Force out of Detroit. Just interviewed him for about 3 hours yesterday. It was an amazing, deep conversation. Went a lot deeper than I thought. So it was really, really good. I'm excited to bring on this next guest. He's from St. Louis. It's DJBIGAL350. He's definitely a character on his shows, plays great music, great mixes as well, has been in the game for 37 plus years. So we're going to talk about his experience. He could definitely do this at the back of his hand. You know, that's how great he is at DJing and his show. So we're just going to talk about his experience in St. Louis and how he grew up and just a lot of unique things with him as well. So let's bring him in as well. Hey, Lil Unique. I see Mrs. Sexy E again from last night. Hope you guys got a chance to check the replay. It was really inspiring. Her husband, DJ The Force, is still making me think today with some of the things he said last night. So that was an extra special interview. And I'm looking forward to this one. So let's bring in DJ Big Al. How you doing?
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going well. How about yourself?
Good. He wasn't so big, you guys. So I don't know if he's living up to the name right now, DJ Big Al. He was about this tiny. He was like tiny whiny on my screen. I'm like,
no, it's not.
Everyone on my show, especially the ladies, are going to want to see you bigger. They're not looking at me. They're not coming to my show for me. They're coming for you. So I demanded that he was a bit bigger, you know, but you guys should have seen. Do you want to show them how small you actually were? Like I needed a magnifying glass to see you.
I was not that small.
He was tiny, guys. Okay. You see that DJ, like you see his writing in the background there. He was smaller than the D and the J.
So
his whole body was smaller than that. Yeah, it was like that tiny. Who's going to see that? Oh man. Anyways, I thought that was funny. I'm like, is this guy kind of I don't think he's camera shy. Like
by no means. No.
By no means. Okay.
By no means.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh snap. We just been rated from DJ The Force. Thank you for the rating. Yeah, I appreciate that. I was just talking about you, DJ The Force, and up to like 4 a.m, watching our replay. A lot of insight, a lot of gems. You guys got to catch the replay. I feel a bit bad though. I barely asked him tons of DJ questions. It got really deep last night. I was just so interested in hearing his thoughts, his opinions. So it kind of swayed a different direction. So I felt a bit bad. I was like, shoot, did I even highlight this guy on his DJ and his show? So today I'm going to make a point to do that. But make sure you guys catch. But the interview was special. It really was. DJ The Force.
Yeah, I caught some of the interview, and he was getting a little deep. And
he was. I liked it.
But again, you know, I understand where he was coming from too. So
yeah, that's awesome.
A lot of people wouldn't think that I would, but yes, I do.
Don't worry, we're going to Barbara Walters you in the show too. So
Barbara Walters me.
Of course. They call me the Barbara Walters of Twitch. So we're going to Barbara Walters you. Later on, I'm going to warm you up. Since you don't know me too well.
You know, I'm nowhere near worried about it at all.
Well, we'll see.
Not even.
But thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate all of you guys. DJ The Force, amazing interview. You are an inspiration. Make sure you guys follow him. Mrs. Sexy E is his wife. Definitely follow her. We got Lil Unique. Hey, does Lil Unique do a show?
Unique is one of my moms. She's one of my
nice. Members. Okay, awesome. Living Life Golden. We got in the building Mrs. Frosty. Great to see you.
Golden, she just likes to pick on me.
Oh, yeah? Mrs. Frosty, when are you going to do a show? Seriously.
Miss Frosty picks on me on IG.
Oh, does she? I see her out and about. You know, we got some definitely power mods in the building here. We got Red Ace, Immaculate. Great to see you guys. Mrs. Frosty, we're waiting for a show. I think Ms. Frosty should do a show. We're waiting for her too, as well. So,
Miss Frosty being a punk, she ain't gonna do one.
Oh no, she won't. Oh man. Ooh, you're calling her a punk. You better watch this.
Oh yeah,
This
she's gonna
girl,
talk about me now. She really gonna talk about me now.
listen, she can handle her own. You better be careful because I have a feeling she can handle her own and come right back at you. So
I love it. I love it. We clown so bad all the time.
yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks for coming, you guys. Feel free to hit the follow tab, but make sure you're hitting it. For the one person that doesn't know DJBIGAL350, make sure you're adding him. Now, I was curious too. Are you originally from St. Louis?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What can you say?
Actually, so this is how it is. So I was born in East St. Louis, which is in Illinois, and this area is the Metro East area. So you're talking about Missouri and Illinois. The only thing that separates us is the Mississippi River. So I was born in Illinois, but I family on both sides of the river. So I was on both sides. So
nice.
But my living was in Illinois because I graduated in Illinois from high school and all that. Went to college in Illinois, all of those things. So, but the area is the St. Louis Metro East area. So.
Oh, how far is St. Louis from Chicago? Is it like a few hours? Like
it's
a few hours?
5 hours.
Oh, 5 hours. Oh, it's a lot further. So I think DJ Pifu's in St. Louis too, right? I could be wrong.
Jefferson City. He's in the capital of Missouri.
Oh.
So DJ Pifu is probably like about an hour away.
Oh wow! Have you met any of those guys out there?
I have not met DJ Pifu.
Or in Chicago, have you met any Twitchers? Or
a lot of the DJs in Chicago I already knew.
Nice, like DJ Tila. Did you know her?
No, I didn't know her. There's a lot of the guys that I know.
Oh, okay. I thought you would know a lot of women. You know that naturally.
No, DJ Honey Flow. Don't even.
Well, I just assumed, with your R&B shows, you probably know all the ladies out there in Chicago too. I mean, I've spied on some of your spiciness or your shows. Don't think I haven't. So
whatever.
I could be under a different name. My name could be Miss Frosty or Immaculate. For all you know, I could put it under their names, but put an S at the end. But you don't know. I've seen some of your shows. I've definitely, seen a lot of them. But
I'm not bad. I'm really not.
I don't know. What do you guys think, ladies? Do you think he's bad or good? Put some ones in the chat if you think he's bad. Put some twos in the chat if you think he's good. Let me know.
Look at Living Life going into my ratchet. Miss Frosty talking about mannish.
Living Life says ratchet. And then Miss Frosty is like mannish. Ooh, Living Life Golden says you're bad. Number 1, you're a bad boy. And wow. Now I'm just curious, is that just a character or is that really how you are? Because a lot of people have personas, alter egos online, different things, right?
So it is just a character of what I like to do. I like for people to be able to come into my stream and have a good time, let the hair down, not worry about the stresses of the day. Just come in and, we just act a fool. This is the time where you just come in, just act a fool and no judgment,
Yeah.
You just clowning.
Living Life Golden says you're a whole mess. And then
a whole hot, steamy mess. She forgot to put that in.
974 is throwing up. So this is going to be quite different from yesterday's interview. That's for sure. 974. Oh boy, dear Lord, where's DJ the Force? I need to bring him back on and his wifey. 974 is throwing up red flags. Like who else? Oh, Miss Frosty put a number 1 beside you too. Lil Unique says always mannish. What exactly does that mean? I'm
not. You don't listen to her.
What does that mean that you're mannish? What does that mean? Like you're a manly man?
You know how when you're growing up and your grandmother and aunts always say he's just mannish. This
No,
is
I've
managed
never
little
heard
boy.
that. We
You
don't
never
say
heard
that
that?
in we don't say that in Canada. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
well, managed is just like, so you're a young man, a little boy, I'm gonna say a little boy, and then you see a woman walk by, and maybe she has a nice hind part,
Mhm.
and you be like, "Ooh, look at her booty," and
Mhm.
then they gonna say you managed. You're a managed little boy.
What? Is he messing with me, you guys, or is that
No,
serious?
I'm not.
I can't
They will-
tell. I have a
Would you
lot of
all
people
tell her I
messing
am
with
not
me.
messing with her?
Lil Unique says lies. She
No, Lil
says
Unique is
lies.
saying.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. I don't
Wait a
know.
minute, wait a minute. I can tell a horn dog. Really? What are you?
I'm learning
See, you see what Mrs. Sexy said? Mrs. Sexy E said, yes, he's right. See?
okay. I'm
I'm not
learning all these new things like from Twitch. I'm learning all these things, all these American words. I didn't know what a dusty sun was. I didn't know what kicking rocks was. I'm learning. Dr. Dady Priest taught me that. She kept going on about dusty suns. I'm like, what the heck is a dusty sun? We don't say that here in Canada. So I thought that was cute. So now I try to use, I'm learning from you Americans and the British. They have like their own dialect. So it's kind of funny. How you
So,
doing,
I
DJ
mean,
Hot One?
how different is your dialect from ours?
Well, it's different. Like I didn't. You guys are gonna think I really don't know anything. I didn't know what a heifer was. I didn't know dusty
You know
sun.
what a heifer was?
I didn't know. We don't say that. We don't say that in Canada. I'm trying to think what we say. We say a lot.
Oh, that is
We say
hilarious.
a. We say a lot. We say sorry. We say a lot of different things. But I feel like you guys have cooler terms. Like he's a dusty son. Like that's a cool term. I like that. Like I just want to go everywhere and use that term. And then the British, they bug me a lot too. They have their own dialect, like their own jokes that you don't even get. It's their own lingo. I mean, you will get it. Have you come up to Canada? Like you would get it
I've
right
never
away.
been to Canada, and
What?
I am going to come to Canada. I am
Oh,
going
you
to.
gotta come. You gotta come. Do you watch any of the Canadian DJs? Like
I know DJ Star Q. I know DJ. Oh God, he's gonna kill me because we're in the same DJ organization called the Core DJs. Gosh, DJ. Holy crap! This is so long.
mhm.
I can't think his name right now. It's gonna come back to me.
Okay, that's all right. Well, you gotta visit. I think you would like Toronto. You gotta definitely visit us or, come out here to this side. I think you would like it.
I would definitely come up to Canada.
Yeah,
Hang
definitely.
out with the Canucks.
Yes, exactly.
See, look at that. I know a little bit.
Maybe a little, not too much, but maybe a little. We'll teach you. Don't worry. So, what can you say? I guess going back to where you're from, for people that really don't know much about St. Louis, like, or where you're from, what could you say that it has to offer, like your city or where you grew up as well?
Well, St. Louis is the home of the St. Louis Arch, one of the largest landmarks in the U.S. Also, there's good food here, of course, and the nightlife used to be really, really good, but now, as a lot of places, it's kind of fizzled out because of the crime and stuff all across the country. We do have sites outside of the arch. We have an aquarium, and we have a Union Station. We have a huge Ferris wheel. We have museums and all of that good stuff. We are one of the only states to have a free zoo.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Have you gone?
There's only one other city that has a free zoo, but
That's dope, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I think I just passed through St. Louis, but I got to explore a little bit more, But Chicago, whew, that's like my favorite city in the States. It's a special place, I think, you know.
So where else have
I
you
love
been?
it. I've been to like 40 different states, so I'm pretty familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping to finish all of the states, you know, prior pandemic. So I'm pretty familiar with and each state is so different, right? Like each city, each place you visit. But Chicago, whew, that's my heart. There's something special about Chicago, you know. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah. So that's awesome.
Chicago's cool.
So yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, and DJ The Force says one of his favorite places to visit. Interesting
It's St.
is
Louis.
St. Louis. Why is it one of your favorites,
Don't
DJ?
answer that. Don't answer that.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What's this gonna be? Uh,
Ah!
you know, I don't know. I'm a little scared. No, I think DJ Force would give the right answer. He gave all the good answers last night, so I trust him. He
DJ,
says
of course.
family.
See, you got family here. Okay, that's a good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer. And travel. I don't want to know your reasons why you love St. Louis. I know it's probably not the zoo. That's all I can say. It's probably not the zoo. I don't know. I'm not even gonna. There's a few things I could say right now, but I'm gonna be quiet. How
JD
you doing?
White, what's up, neighbor? How
How
you
you
doing?
doing? How you doing, Devil Spirit? Good to see you. So, where you're from, is it really competitive when it comes to different DJs out there? Like, is it kind of more like, do you guys actually work together, or is it more separated, like extremely competitive out there? What's the vibe
It's
out
it's
there?
it's competitive. It's definitely competitive. I mean, it's competitive everywhere for the most part because a lot of DJs, they want to make their mark in the market. And so when it comes to it, everybody wants to be the man. See, I'm so beyond that. It's like, I just like to come out, do my thing, get my check and keep moving. You know, I've never been one of those DJs that needed to be like the man, so to speak. Um, it just wasn't, I mean, my thing is when I am on stage performing, doing my thing, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna move the crowd. I'm gonna keep people entertained. I'm gonna engage with them. It's just, me, it's just all about having fun and everyone enjoying themselves.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
my thing.
Well, you've been in the game for a long time, 37 years. Like
Well,
that's incredible.
actually, we're up at 40 now.
Wow, 40 years. You don't even look 40 years old. What the heck? Let's zoom in on him, ladies. Let's see if he's got any wrinkles. Actually, I got to zoom out. I think I have wrinkles.
No, I don't.
He doesn't even have any. What the heck? What
So
keeps you so youthful? I don't know if you want to say your age. It's up to you. You don't have
I
to.
don't care.
Oh, you don't
I'm
care? Oh,
55.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
So 40 years. So you were
I'm out here. I'm getting it. Let's go.
don't bump his head. Why, you don't like this little unique? You don't like this? You don't like him zoomed in? Look at, he still looks tiny. I look way bigger than him. And I know he's probably like, what are you,
DJ The
6'4"?
Force, I don't know J for J.
Because you're a tall guy. You're like what, 6'3", 6'4"? You're pretty tall, right?
Yeah, I'm like 6'2".
Oh, wow.
I'm starting to shrink now.
6'2". Wow. Wow. So 40 years. How you doing, Vanilla Bean? Good to see you. So 40 years in the game. Wow. So you started when you were 15 then. So 16.
16.
Okay. So what, like going back all the way back to 16 years old, what inspired you to get into music?
So at age 15, I started, I started rapping. And I was decent, but I was a better writer than actual rapper. So I started, one of my friends that was teaching me how to rap, his brother was a DJ. And so I started going over his house and hanging out and he was teaching me how to DJ and how to do certain things. And really, don't make him conceited, whatever, little unique.
Comments are making me laugh. I'm trying not to laugh.
And so I just continue to practice and develop my craft and just go with it. My thing, it's funny because like when kids today, they talk about DJs and, you know, where we are now with technology and stuff. And they try to talk about music, talking about hip hop and all that. And the first thing I tell them is, I am hip hop. So I was there when it started. So I was DJing, what was it, like early 80s, you know?
Wow.
So the thing of it is, and I started on turntables. I started on DJ The Force. Rock out with me when I say this. I started on ceramic turntables. If you don't know what a ceramic turntable is, it's like one of those turntables that you would see on grandma and grandpa's hi-fi stereo system that was the TV, radio, and record player all in one, and even some had an 8-track.
And it was so huge, right? Like,
right. So they had those actual turntables, just a turntable like that. So I started out on those, had to make my own slip mats to be able to scratch with, cut up an album cover that I thought was really dope and use that, and then put wax paper on top of it. So the record was slide.
Oh, that's so crazy. Yes. So you cut, okay. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to envision this. Okay. So explain what you did. You cut it. You cut.
So I took an album and I sat it on the album cover and cut around it, put a hole in the middle of it. And whichever one I thought was cool, that's the one I used, and I sit it on the turntable. And then I would take some wax paper, cut around it with the album sitting on top, poke a hole in it, boom, sit it on top of the mat, so to speak, and then that can make my record slide back and forth for me to scratch.
Oh, that's crazy. I've never heard that before. I think you're the first guy, and I've interviewed a lot of guys that have the same experience as you, but I've never heard that. That's interesting. That's really cool. Do you still have any of your like equipment? And was that kind of like Radio Shack stuff, or even before Radio Shack?
Those turntables were not Radio Shack. I don't know where
I didn't think so.
But the mixer was definitely a Radio Shack. And then you just gradually moved up to different brands.
Wow, that is so
DJ
cool.
Ron Love, what up, man? Welcome.
How you doing, DJ Ron Love? He's coming out. He told me he's just coming out to Toronto to see Scratch Bastard. So that's dope. Yeah, awesome. Hopefully we'll connect. Let's see here. Oh, Living Life Golden says from Michael's.
From Michael's.
Isn't Michael's like a craft store?
It's a craft store, right?
That's so funny. Okay, I was wondering if you guys had Michael's out there too. And then DJ Force says, or several wax sheets. So those sheets didn't last long, right? Like, do you have to keep?
Some people put more than one on there. I didn't have to put more than one. For real, I didn't.
Oh, okay, that's cool. And sorry, did you say that have you kept anything over the years, like your equipment?
Any of the old equipment?
Your older equipment?
Oh, heck no.
Oh, that's too bad.
I did not want to move with all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Like even the non-powered speakers, I found a bunch sitting in front of someone's lawn. So like a crazy person, I like jumped on them and I'm like, those are mine. And it was funny. All these guys were like lining up instantly with trucks. And then they see a little 5'1" person like running up to the speakers, like hugging them. I'm like, those are mine. But when I took them home, I had to get like an amp, and you know how you wire. So for all you guys that don't know, powered speakers, you got to actually wire them to something like an amplifier. And then your amplifier, you got to connect to your controller. Like it's a process. But those things are heavy. How did you guys lug not only your records, but like those speakers? Those were heavy.
Yes, they were very heavy. And so that goes to, I'm sorry, y'all. That goes to let you know, like, so I'll go back in the day when DJing was just like really fun for us. And, you know, I go DJ for like $75. That was back then. And, you know, you carrying in crates of records, your turntables, your mixer, your speakers, lights, all of this stuff. And now understand something. Everybody didn't have the cool disco lights and all that stuff. Some guys were able to be very creative, and like if they knew someone who owned like an ambulance service or something like that, they would get those lights off an old ambulance that they weren't using. And hook them up to a battery charger, and boom.
I've never heard that before. That is
man.
That is so dope. Or would they just steal them off of an ambulance?
No, they didn't steal them.
Are you sure? Do you guys believe?
At least none of the guys that I knew. None of the guys that I knew.
Believe that innocent face right there. I don't know. I don't know if
none of the guys that I knew, they didn't steal them.
Oh,
like,
no?
One of my good friends, his dad owned the ambulance company. And he was able to take the lights off the old ambulances and use them.
That's cool.
Setup was crazy. So it's like, you know, you think about all of that and how we moved around with all of these things and DJ for little or nothing. And now it's like stuff is more expensive and it's more, technology is vast, and people will say, well, you're not doing nothing but just playing music. No, I'm doing more than playing music, because this is a skill. This is a craft that I perfected. And then on top of that, you know, you want me to come and DJ your event for $100 for 4 hours? You got me messed up. No.
Yeah, it's so crazy. But there'll always be a DJ around the corner that'll be like, okay, you know?
Yeah, you got some that'll do that. But again, at the same time, you get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm. So true.
So if your DJ is whack and your event is whack, well, that's what you pay for.
Yeah, so true. So what do you think, because you have 40 years experience, like, what do you think about all the new technology and how things changing? Because I know there's a huge battle back in the day with turntablist DJs. I think there still kind of is a little bit, you know, turntablist DJs compared to like when the controller or the CDJs came out, right? And it was new technology, and people would be like, "Man, you're not a DJ. You're on those CDJs. Give me a break." You know.
So I'll tell you this: when CDJs first came out, I was actually on radio at that time, and one of the mixers was on the radio, and he came with CDJs, and he was good with them. And I was like, I'm not feeling that. I'm still a turntable dude. I'm rocking turntables. That's what I'm gonna do. And I kept rocking tables. And then so time kept going on, and so things started to become more obsolete for turntables as far as getting vinyl. So we had to convert. You know, they stopped making a lot of vinyl. So we had to convert over to using CDJs, and CDJs made it a lot easier to transport your music and stuff. You didn't have to carry the big crates like you did before. Sincere the DJ, what up, fam? Good to see you. You didn't have to, you know, break your back by carrying the crates.
Yeah, that's so true.
A lot of the DJs definitely know about that. Like, I'll tell you something that's funny, because Sincere is in here.
So how you doing, Sincere? DJ,
Sincere,
good to see you.
The DJ is definite turntable DJ. He loves to break out his 12s every now and then, and also he'll get on his Rain turntables as well. But Sincere, a lot of you may not know, go back in the day on Rap City. Sincere was one of the DJs featured on Rap City on BET.
What? I didn't know that. You got any footage, Sincere? Give me some footage.
He got footage.
Send me some links. I'll definitely play that.
You're not gonna notice him.
Oh, you're not gonna notice him?
You're not
so
gonna
he was
notice
the
him
DJ
now.
on BET. He was the DJ on BET or on Rap City.
He was a featured DJ on there.
That's dope. That's super dope. Yeah, that's cool.
And I remember when he had posted the clip somewhere, and he said, "You guys remember this guy?" I was like, "Dude, you know I remember." He was like, "Shut up! No, you don't." I was like, "Yeah, he was. That was that dude."
Yeah. Oh, you should. Yeah, I want to see it. Definitely send it to me.
Every blue moon.
You never know who's on Twitch. You know, you meet so many interesting people like DJ D-Nice. I don't know if you guys knew he was Jodeci's background dancer. He's Anthony Hamilton's cousin. So I've been begging him for an interview with him. Like you never know who's on Twitch, who's watching, or who's done what, right? So yeah, that's
I shared the link, and so I'm sure a lot of people are watching in the background who don't have Twitch accounts and just click the link and just watching it that way. So shout out to everybody in the background watching.
For sure. Have you ever had anyone come through your room? Because I know a lot of people go under different IDs and they're like celebrities. Like I heard T-Pain and other people do that. I've heard some remarkable stories and had some interesting situations. People come through my room, like Tony, the producer of the Loonies, said he was watching, which was got me nervous, you know. But just different people that. Have you ever had a situation like that? Different people coming in your room that were kind of celebrities, or you found out, or they're watching?
Well, I've had, like Chubby Chubs come through, Green Lanterns come through, DJ Scratches come through. But again, these are guys that I know.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
was there ever a time you were ever nervous, like with someone coming through, or you found out someone watching, or do you not, after 40 years, do you just not get nervous?
I don't get nervous. Now, some of my friends who have actually been DJing just as long as I have, or just maybe a few years shy, they say they still get nervous. And it's fine to be nervous, but I'm just like, hey, what the hell? Just go out here and do it. You're human. You can make a mistake. So what? Keep it going. That's
definitely.
I mean, like I'll tell you, one of my real big nervous things was when I was doing radio in Dallas, and it was our summer jam, and I had to get on stage in front of like 10,000 people.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fresh out of college at the #1 station in the market. And I'm like, okay. But, you get out there, and once the crowd receives you and you drop the first record, or you say the first syllable or whatever you're going to say, and if everybody rocking with you, you just go. It's like, it's really, it's a sight to see, like a sea of people that are vibing with you in an arena. That's a rush.
For sure.
Yeah. And it's like, for me, it was like, once first thing happened, like, yo, I'm going. We in. Let's get it.
Did you open up for anyone like that night then?
No, I was actually, because I was part of the station. So we were, everybody had a role to play.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow, 10,000 people. So what radio stations, if you want to mention them, that you've like worked for across the states, and what
Uh,
kind of brought you into radio as well?
so when I decided to go off to college, and while in college, I was like, my options for myself is what I was thinking about, either being a radiologist, a gynecologist, or in radio, being a broadcaster.
You
So
want to be a gynecologist? You want, excuse me, you want to be a gynecologist? Sorry,
yeah,
I shouldn't be laughing at that. I'm just, that just was not in
so
my brain. It wasn't in my brain to think. That's what
I'll
you
explain it to you. I'll explain why. It wasn't
come
no
back.
nasty stuff, y'all. Cut it out. No, my reason for wanting to be a gynecologist is because I was like, women always have to go to the doctor. So I'm like,
Mhm.
dude, cha-ching, bucks, dollars, all of that. That's what I was looking at. And so when I found out how much math and science was involved with being a
Yeah, it would be a
gynecologist
lot.
or a radiologist, I was like, man, radio sounds real good over here. So let's go.
All the women are shocked right now. DJ Hot One is like, wait a minute, you know, uh, Immaculate's like, a what? No one can believe this. Lil Unique's like, really? Vanilla Bean's laughing. None of the women believe you, I don't think.
I did.
Miss
My
Frost
mom would
is
tell you
laughing.
that. I did.
They
And
need
then
evidence of this. They don't believe you.
when I saw how much math and science was involved and how long I was gonna have to go to school, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Oh,
like, radio sounds real good over here.
oh, living life goal. See, you guys, I pull out
I'm
some stuff out of these
flabbergasted.
guys in my interviews. You guys should hang out more often around here. I do have a tendency to pull out some stuff out of these guys. Um,
I'm ashamed to
living
tell
life,
everybody that. I'm
living
not
life golden says I'm flabbergasted.
right.
I don't know. I don't see enough of your craziness on your shows, so yeah, I could only imagine. Oh man, wow. That's interesting. That's actually an interesting fact, though, and it would be a lot of hard work. So then radio, I could definitely tell you have the radio personality because you have a great personality and a good mic like MC hosting presence. So I could see you doing very well in radio. How did you like it too, doing radio?
Oh, I loved it. I started out interning here in St. Louis at Magic 108 back in the
Mhm.
day. And then when I went off to college, I went to Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. At that time, that school was ranked number 3 for the School of Communications. And so I went there. They had 2 radio stations and 2 television stations, one each commercial run and one each student run. And so while I was off at college, I was doing student radio and doing actual commercial radio. I didn't do the commercial radio station that the college owned. I did a commercial radio station there in the market. So I did Magic 108 in St. Louis. I did WCIL AM and FM in Carbondale, Illinois, which was a top 40 radio station. I did WIDB in Carbondale, which was a student-run radio station. Then I went to K104 in Dallas, Texas. Then I went to K-Juice in Austin, Texas. And I also worked for The Beat in Austin, Texas. And then I left there and went to Omaha, Nebraska.
Wow.
And Hot 107.7 and 97.3.
Nice.
And also Power 106.9. And
Hmm.
then after there, my last stint was in Kansas City at Magic 107.5.
Wow. So you really moved around a lot then.
Yeah.
And do you find that you had to kind of move because radios like this, like it's such a high turnover? Like I get it. If you're commercial or community, I found that there's more flexibility than commercial, but they're
Well,
turning around people like left and right, and you have to kind of go. It may not always be an urban station or somewhere you'd like to be. It could I've seen radio hosts that had to go to a country station or go to a different station, go to a different city for an opportunity. Like, did you find it was kind of like that, or you kind of got the positions you wanted, like from city to
well,
city?
well, basically what it was that, when when companies are shifting, um, and you see the writing on the wall, and if you can get ahead of it and get somewhere else, then that's what you do. Um, it's a grind for sure. Since there says grinding, yeah, it's a grind because you got to get out here and you got to really put in the work. Just like being on Twitch, you got to put in the work. It never was. I mean, I'm trying to think. I've only been fired from 2 stations, and that's because they wanted to go. One, they wanted to go in a different direction. The other was my last stint in 2010 in Kansas City. They decided that they didn't need a lot of personalities, so they came in not only personalities. They cut like 65 people in one day.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
you
okay,
see it all the time.
like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Thanks for playing. Bye bye.
Yeah,
So
100%.
so then after that, my Kansas City stint, then I was back here in St. Louis and just kind of just got on the grind and was working regular jobs. And then, well, first when I came back here, one of the guys I went to high school with, he was like, excuse me, he was like, big guy, you still DJ? I was like, yeah. He said, you need a gig? I was like, hell yeah. So he was like, yo, come down here to the club and I'm introduce you to the owner and see about getting you up in it. I was like, okay. So the club was called Bottoms Up. Bottoms Up is a strip club. I had never DJed in a strip club before. I was just used to DJing in regular dance clubs, being on radio, doing parties and events, things like that. So I went down, checked it out, and he was like, yo, is this something you think you want to do? Excuse me. And I said, yeah. I said, I can handle this. It's nothing. So I get up in there and started, the girls that were dancing, they taught me a lot of the strip club music. And so
what would that be? Like, would it be like
that means you need to come
Cardi
to Ratchet
B,
Tuesday.
Megan, or
You need to come to Ratchet Tuesday.
Would it be like Nelly? No. Nah, that's not my. You know that. You should know me by now. Come on, you should know me by now.
Stop acting like, oh my God, I can't come.
I never said that, but you should know me by now. If you've come to my show, you should know me by now. But anyway, that's why I'm asking. I'll come to your other shows.
Nelly does have a ratchet song called Tip.
Yeah. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's just all strip club
music.
How
are you doing, Zeta Lawyer? How long were you there for? I was
DJing at Bottoms Up for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How come it was only 3 years then? Like, was it like when you're in an environment like that, I'm sure it's like high energy all the time, always pumping the music. And of course, these girls are like obviously working, but like, does it kind of get a little like old or tiring after a while? Like, or were you fine? Were you like, oh, I could keep going? Or after
I mean,
3 years where you kind of like, I kind of want to do something a bit different? Like,
no, it was cool.
Mhm.
The only thing that made it fizzle out for me was um, like when you have an owner of a club trying to dictate your life, telling you where you can and cannot DJ. No,
And probably take, who knows if how much, if they took money too.
no, they didn't take money from me. No,
What do you
they
deal
didn't
with?
take money from me. It's just that,
Oh, they're okay.
you
Yeah.
know,
Okay.
he was just trying to tell me I couldn't DJ here, I can DJ there. I'm like, dude,
Mhm.
what? Nah,
I
you
want to
you
ask
don't.
you.
Go ahead.
I want to ask you like the craziest thing you've seen, but then I kind of don't want to ask that question because I'm going to
Oh, but the
YouTube and
craziest thing I've seen in
Facebook.
the strip club,
I'm going to Facebook and YouTube, so it's got to be relatively PG. But
I'll
like,
make it.
but
I'll make it
but I
PG.
am a little bit curious. I'm like, what is the craziest thing?
So I'll
But
tell
then
you
maybe I
this.
should not be asking you this question. But I know people on the
I'll
trip.
tell you this. I'll tell you this.
Oh man, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole.
St.
Okay.
St. Louis is known for the strip club scene.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who knows about St. Louis is known for the strip club scene. And anything that you can think of would happen, happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it at that.
Oh, okay. Now I'm being really, really nosy. So did you have like any relations with, or did you keep it strictly like business, like DJing in this place, in this club, or did you, like have any relationships, like relations with like different girls and stuff in there?
No relationships at all.
No.
No.
Because I would say with the DJ, they're probably, people are probably all over the DJs, right? So, especially
Yes.
if you're a male DJ, come on, like they are
So
all over the
well,
DJs.
here's the thing. Yes and no.
Mhm.
So it's one of those things of if they like you, they like you. And if they don't, they don't. But a lot of them are all about the money, about getting their
Yeah.
money. And so it makes you about your money. And so my thing is, so it was nothing for us to have like anywhere from 50 to 70 girls on a Friday, Saturday night.
Oh wow, that's a lot of women.
So
Wow.
now you're looking at that, and each girl has to tip out the DJ $10.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
shoot, that's $400 you just got, right? Am I doing my math? Am I mathing? 40 women, they have to tip $10 to the. Oh, so is that how they said that that's how you get paid?
No,
Oh, so you get
that's just one.
$400.
That's one way.
Oh
So
shoot,
at this
that's a
particular
lot.
club, we got tip out from the girls, and we got a paycheck for our services. So
Wow,
now,
that's a lot of money.
so here's the thing: when you have now the DJ booth is in a position to where we can see everything in the club. We can see everything happen. When you go do a private dance, when you're doing lap dances, when you're on the stage, when you're in the VIP, we can see it all. So at the end of the night, when we had a packed house, I'm seeing everybody get paid, and I got the club rocking where I knew that you're getting paid. And you tell me at the end of the night, Big Al, I ain't got it. What the hell you mean you ain't got $10?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have $10. And then you try to tell me, well, I got to do, You wasn't saying that when I was pumping it up and you was shaking your butt and you was getting paid.
I'd be pulling off that dollar bill off of those heels, off of those stiletto heels. Give me my dollar.
Like, I
Give me
mean,
the
but
other
see,
dollar that's stuck to your shoe.
but here's the thing. You weren't just getting ones. I mean, you got guys out there tipping them 20s, 50s, 100s.
Oh, so they didn't. So then would you be fighting with these girls to get your $10 from each of them?
Oh, I didn't fight with them. I just
Those
let
girls
them
were
go.
maybe hustling you then.
Oh, they were trying to. They were
They were
trying to.
Oh, okay.
and we're
Yeah.
trying to hustle, but
Oh man,
I
this is a
I
lot.
was pretty crafty because you
What
want
do
me to
you
keep it
mean
PG.
crafty? Well,
You
oh
want
my
me to keep
gosh.
it PG.
Yeah, keep it PG. Keep, please, dear Lord, help me in this interview. I don't even know where this is going.
You don't
I,
know where it's going.
I don't know. You're starting to scare me, especially
I
after
am not
yesterday's
scaring you.
interview.
Cut it
Yes,
out.
you are. Yes, you are. I need to take my
What
wooden
did I
spoon and like
say?
hit you with it. I don't know. Yeah, I know you're trying to keep it PG, but this is good taking a turn. Maybe because the curiosity in me is being curious right now because
I'm
I
just,
don't I don't really like if you haven't noticed,
you
go
are not.
into the
Okay, so
environments.
let me
So,
just tell you like this, honey Flo.
but I don't want to be kicked off of YouTube or
You
Facebook.
are
I want to keep
not
my shit.
ready for the strip club scene. You're not.
I've had some funny situations. I won't go into it. Like I could tell you off record, but they are hilarious. Like without me even knowing where I was,
I can tell
like
you
at
plenty of
all.
stories off record.
I could tell you funny
I can
people
tell
would
you plenty
laugh.
of stories off record, and your mouth will fall to the floor. You'd be like, "Oh my god, yeah."
No, I just don't want to hear it immaculate. Gosh, you guys are forming all your opinions. I just don't want to hear it. That's all. I mean, I kind of want to hear certain things, but not. Yes,
DJ,
exactly. Boa ninjas. He says he wants to be a gynecologist
working
working
in a
in a
strip
strip club.
club.
My brain can't handle it. I mean,
Oh.
So now people are saying, okay, this is why you do your Tuesday show. So everyone's saying this is why it makes sense to all the ratchet people in the place right now that like, ratchetness.
I'm telling y'all,
That's
man. The thing about it is,
it
it's
is
so
curious hearing people's journeys though. Like I'm, even though
it's
we
so
may have different ones, it is like I am always curious to hear other people's journeys, right? And I don't know. I guess I would assume that if I was in that environment for a long time, it's like I would probably look like, have you ever looked at women kind of like that way where you're just like, whatever. It's just another, like when you're in that environment for 3
yeah.
years
That's exactly.
and then when you step out, is it just kind of like then you start seeing women pretty much like all like that? I don't
Living
know.
like Golden, I am not. I am not.
Oh, Candle Lady says, I like the story. I like story time, but I don't like ratchet. Yeah. Well, hey, she's saying that about me. She's making fun of me. No, I do like story time, but yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of ratchet music, guys. Sorry. It's just not my thing. Living life. Golden says Big Al's traumatized. No, he's actually putting on his best behavior. I could tell today, guys.
You know what? I just remember.
And I
now.
appreciate that. I appreciate you doing that.
I just remember the DJ in Canada, DJ Quite Sane. That's my guy.
Oh yeah, he's amazing from Montreal. Quite sane.
Yes,
Yeah, he's a very humble guy. He's a handsome guy. He's a very handsome guy too. But just saying, for the record, he is.
Look at you.
I'm just saying he is.
Just facts.
You
don't like ratchet music.
I'm
just saying.
Oh, Candle Lady. That's how I feel about it all. Oh my gosh. Zeta Lawyer says, what are we gonna do about him? Zeta Lawyer says, oh, who's handsome? Well, everyone's saying Big Al is. What do you guys think? You think Big Al's handsome? Look at that big old smile. You think he's handsome, guys? Throw some ones in the chat if you think Big Al's handsome. We'll try to
shout out to my dog DJ Detroit.
We'll try to embarrass him, but I don't think he gets embarrassed that easily. No, it's not going to happen. Okay. Let's see. No, I don't. DJ Ray Ray? I don't think I do. DJ The Force. I'm not sure. Let's see here. I'm reading some of these cons. Oh, Zeta Lawyer says you're handsome. Look at that. You got, Candle Lady thinks you're handsome too. Looks like you got a little fan club here. Living Life Golden says you're all right.
She gonna always say something smart.
Oh my gosh. Miss Frosty says handsome but still mannish. Not boyish, mannish. Oh man. Oh, Candle Lady says, I support Ratchet Tuesdays, but it can be a bit much at times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it can
teach his
be.
own. Everyone likes
It
different
can be.
things, right?
It can be. I'll admit.
Um, DJ Hot One says, my brother is handsome, but he throws nickels. Or does he collect them? He collects them off the floor,
So,
guys, off of someone's
so,
heel to get
so
his
what?
money, to get his
What?
$10 in the club. He
So,
makes sure. I can see you going up to those ladies that did not want to give you their $10 and being, well,
so,
look, you better give me my $10. Like, I'm
I'm
not leaving
gonna give
until you give
you.
it to me.
I'm gonna give you one strip club story, and this is hilarious. So, I'm DJing, and I'm calling girls to the stage, and they're not coming out. So, the manager, we call him Black, and Black was like, "Big Al, who on the stage?" I say, "Who's supposed to be on stage?" They haven't come out. He was like, "Hold on. Okay, now, Honey Flo, I have to give it to you this way because you got it. You got to hear this." So he says, he goes in the back and he said, "Hey, bitch, didn't you hear Big Al call your ass to the stage?"
He said that to the girl?
Yes, he said that to the girl.
Sheesh.
And
Wow.
it's like,
Yikes.
you know what?
I don't know.
But wait a minute. Here's our response. Ain't nobody out there. They ain't throwing no money. He said, "I don't give a fuck. Get your nasty ass up there on the stage."
Jeez. Wow. That is that sounds a bit crazy. Yeah, that's too much. That'd be too much for me. Sheesh. Oh my gosh. Probably pass out in the place. They'd probably be pulling these girls and like wrapping them up in a sweater or something.
So,
I don't know.
so since I told that story once on Ratchet Tuesday, and then so everybody been calling me Dollar Bill since then. If you ever seen the movie Players Club,
Yeah, I think I saw it. So,
so
they're
call me
calling
Dollar
you
Bill.
that. Oh,
They
that's where you
call me
got
Dollar
that.
Bill.
Oh man. That's crazy. Wow. Interesting.
And then he actually called her a funky bitch to get her ass on the stage.
That's crazy. Wow. This interview definitely taking a left turn from yesterday, that's for sure. Oh man, it just got me thinking. It definitely got me thinking on
So,
there's a lot to say, but I'm not
so
going to
wait
say
a minute. So let me tell you this. So to bring you back to yesterday when you were talking to DJ The Force, and DJ The Force was talking about the Bible and God and all that good stuff. Little do a lot of people don't know that I am a PK.
What?
Stands for
No, there is no way. If you're a PK, then there's no hope for the entire world. There's no hope for the entire world. If you're a PK kid, are you kidding me? I'm going to pass out.
Yes, I am.
I can't. Wow. Well, that's an interesting fun fact. So how do you?
So people used to ask me like, so your dad doesn't care that you are playing this kind of music and he's a preacher? I mean, God called him. He didn't call me.
Oh, wow. But I always hear with PK, and if for all that don't know in the room, because some people may not know what a PK is, that means a pastor's kid. So he was a pastor's kid of all people. I'm like so shocked right now, actually.
But the thing of it is that, my parents, though I played secular music and some of it was explicit and all of that, they understood what it was that I was doing. And when they seen me do events, they was like, hey, you he's got this. And they saw, you know, what I was saying for myself in doing this. So they didn't try to handcuff me or shackle me.
Oh,
And
no. So they never said anything? They never said if it was right or wrong, or and really it doesn't matter what parents or other people, because when we all die, we're standing before one. There is nothing.
right,
There is gonna be no reason. There's gonna be no excuses, no following, no
right,
people. Like it,
right,
it really doesn't matter if you're a pastor's kid or not, or if
right.
you're, I guess, straight laced, doing the right thing in a church. It really doesn't matter. I think it boils down to your heart, but anyone can change, right? Like we were talking about yesterday. Um, but I find that interesting because I would think as a pastor's kid, your parents, obviously wouldn't approve, right? If you're DJing in a strip club, they definitely would. So I'm surprised that your parents were like okay with that. I,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
when I was DJing in a strip club, I was really grown.
Oh, yeah, you were
So
old. You were much older, right? Yeah.
yeah,
But did you ever feel like, maybe I'm seeing some other things here? Like, I know studying like human, not to get all deep, but it is true though. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know about that. For me, not judging you. I appreciate you opening up your story, but like, working with human trafficking survivors and just like listening to their stories. Oh man, it's
so
crazy. And a lot of that stuff definitely can stem and happen like right there. I mean, it can happen anywhere in hotels and through boyfriends, through we're seeing all this coming out in entertainment now, but definitely a club like that, it's like definitely births a lot of that stuff too. So for
so
me,
let
I'm
me so let me
uh,
tell you this. So when I left Bottoms Up, I DJ for a couple other strip clubs. Uh,
mhm.
one was a chain, and they had other strip clubs under their brand, um, named differently. When I went to work at those clubs, we had a training that we had to go through that they paid for, and people came in and talked to us about human trafficking. And it does happen in this business, in the stripper business. And that's why at all strip clubs, they don't allow the women to leave with customers, because you don't know what this person is going to do to the young lady. And you don't want that to be on your watch. You don't want that to be on your conscience. You don't want that anything bad to happen to that individual. So, they were not allowed to leave with customers. Did
It's
it
not even
happen?
just customers, it's club owners, it's promoters, it's like so much more. Like I
Yeah.
actually last night, it's interesting that we're talking about this because I checked out what's her name? Is it China Doll, or China, like how she's
Mhm.
done so many changes. So, and I recommend you guys checking out that interview. It was such a dope interview between her and Lecrae. So she kind of talked about the lifestyle and talked about like all the money she made from OnlyFans and like stripping and just all the stuff she did, but just how old it was getting after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. You know what I mean? And of course, she was getting a lot of attention because a lot of celebrities would come just to see her. So she kind of talked about the industry and some of the, not just the positive side, I guess, for her, like making money, getting attention, getting a following, getting all these, like, how entertainment can be. It could really draw you in and you could, it's kind of like a fix. Like, you can get a high off of any of those things, right?
Right.
So yeah, definitely check it out, you guys. It was super dope. Like it kept me very interested, just like listening to her story and all the heat that she gets from so many different sides. But I feel like she's very real, like very transparent. Like what you see is what you get, right? Which I really appreciate. So I don't know. Were there any moments like, or did you you liked your time there, or were there any moments where you're just like, oh man, this is getting kind of old, or this is getting kind of tiring now, like I want to kind of move on to something different? Or were you like fine, like, hey, I like this is like definitely, my scene and my pace?
Well, me myself, I never saw myself like retiring DJing in a strip club because, you know, knowing what I know about business and, you know, retirement, 401ks, pensions, and things of that nature, medical and health benefits, all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't go stay there for that and not have all of these things, and strip clubs are basically a cash cow. So it's all cash, so the thing of it is that I just, looked at it as, okay, I'm here for now, and I know that I'm going to do something later. So like I got finished DJing in strip clubs, I went and got a job and worked for the American Red Cross for like 8 years. And so
did they know, like, when you were at the Red Cross, did you kind of keep it separate, like your DJ, who you were as a DJ? I know a lot of DJs do that. I did that when I worked the corporate world. I would not cross over because I mean they kind of considered it unprofessional being a DJ. But so I kept that separate. No one knew. It's like, I'd work insurance, do the corporate world.
They knew that I was a DJ.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, they knew that I was a DJ. I mean, it's like the thing of it was it didn't interfere with the job as long as it wasn't anything to interfere with me doing my job there and, discredit them, or which they did that all themselves. But anyway,
yeah, for sure.
To discredit them and what they were doing.
What did you do at the Red Cross? Like, what did you do there?
I was the guy that after everyone went to a blood drive and donated the blood, I had to make sure that the blood was processed properly. So I'm the one going over all the paperwork, making sure the figures are correct and everything before that blood goes out to the hospitals.
Oh, wow. You lead a very interesting life, from wanting to be a gynecologist to being a DJ in the strip club to being on radio to working for the Red Cross. What else don't we know about you?
And so right now I work for the state of Missouri and Department of Youth Services.
Really? You're part of youth services. Interesting. What do you do there?
So I am a substitute teacher / youth specialist. So basically, what this is this facility that I'm working at now is an alternative school for kids who have committed crimes. I mean, serious crimes, heinous crimes.
Wow.
Bodies on them crimes.
I love that. That's awesome.
So, and some of them cannot go back to regular school. So they have to come here to finish, or depending on their crime, they may be able to go back to regular school.
Wow. Is it hard working with like kids like that, or can you kind of connect with them in a different way? Or
I can connect with them. There, a lot of them are starving for attention. Some didn't have a great upbringing at home, and it's the same thing when you look at some dancers. They didn't have the attention at home, or they didn't come up in a great home. Some of them may have been molested, things like that.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
And so when I'm telling you that this happened in both fields, strip club and the one that I'm in right now.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Before I went before I came to the facility that I'm in right now, I was in a residential facility, and mine was a maximum security facility, and same type of kids who've done very heinous crimes, and the judge saw leniency to give them a second chance on life. Well, you got to do your time here in this residency until your time is up and be rehabilitated to go back out here in the world. Some kids did well. Some got out, went back and did the same dumb stuff that they did to get locked up the first time. So now they're in real prison.
And your prison is no freaking joke. I've been researching a lot, interviewed a few people like Women Unsilenced, if you guys know who she is. She was on BET. What was that show? I don't know if you guys remember, where they have true stories of people like that were imprisoned, but she embezzled I think it was like $15 million. It was crazy. And she was on Twitch, right? And she talks about how the FBI, it was like a movie. They're waiting for her to get off the flight, and like guns, like everything in the airport, like waiting for her. But she's got a remarkable story about being in prison, I think for 15 years, and embezzling through real estate. I think it was $15 million, right? But anyone can change, right? But she was really talking about the prison system and just how unfair it is and how racial it is, like how crazy. And it's true. Like some people get life for or long terms for like petty crimes, right? And people can change. I don't know. Have you seen that a lot?
So let's look at this, for instance, since we're talking about change and we're talking about crime. We all know that the former president has been convicted of 34 counts of crimes that he's committed. And they're still saying that this guy can run for the presidency.
Yeah, it's crazy.
How crazy is that?
That is crazy. It is crazy. It is super crazy.
For the life of me, it's like our judicial system is a joke.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Like, are you serious? You're actually going to allow this guy to still run for president? Everybody, please go vote. Who you vote for, just please vote.
Yeah, it's definitely a crazy world, but I like watching those films that I think they had like a film with all these guys in prison, how they use dance. And a lot of people thought it was gay, or they're just like mocking them, laughing at them. And these guys are macho, like big muscular guys, like men, So for them to go into like ballet or dance, it was very different. But they use dance for therapy. And then through dance together, they actually started almost counseling each other and being big brothers to one another. It was really inspiring, the film, right? I don't know. I thought it was interesting. So, but that's cool that you do that. Have you been doing it for a while?
With this organization, I'm going on 2 years, but I have also worked in a boys group home, and it's pretty much similar to what I'm doing.
Okay, nice. I could see you being a mentor for sure, to others. I could see you definitely doing that,
Well, that's one of the things that my fraternity does, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. We have a mentorship program that's called Project Manhood, where we take young men from ages 10 to 18, teach them a lot of life skills, and teach them how to talk, teach them how to fill out applications, how to dress for interviews, take them on college tours. We, take them, teaching them different things. So, yeah.
Love that you're so honest. I know I was just joking with you a bit earlier, but but I love that you're pretty honest with things, because a lot of people aren't. So I respect that. I like that. DJ Chaotic in the building. We got
Chaotic,
Jodeci's.
what up, player?
We got
What's going
Jodeci's
on?
background. See Jodeci's background dancers? We got Jodeci's background dancer, DJ Chaotic. He's a guy that just came out of the 90s. I've bugged him forever for an interview. You've always ignored me. Come on, Chaotic. Come on. Now I'm going to put him on the spot so he can't say no anymore. Or he has to
He'll
respond.
come on.
Well, you don't have to, but you can.
He's just busy.
I don't beg people, but you should come on to the Honey Flow show. People would be interested in hearing you. No, he does a great show, though. He definitely is Jodeci's background dancer. We got Cammy Cam in the building. How you doing?
Cam, what up?
I bugged her about being a bachelorette on my dating show because I literally think this girl would be a perfect bachelorette. But yeah. Who else came in the building? We got Charmaine the villain.
Charmaine.
Good to see you. Another power mod in person on Twitch as well. Does a show. Make sure you guys are adding her. DJ Chaotic and everyone that's come through. Vanilla Bean's been with us.
He will. See,
Immaculate Slapping. Candle Lady. He says, of course I will. Why? I feel like I just proposed. This is awkward. I feel like I literally had a ring. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll corner guys on my show and I'll be like, please. I only begged a few guys. Like, I lowered my pride and kept begging them. Spartacus, he will not do talk shows. And I literally begged the guy. Like, I even took out a ring. Him and what is it? I called Quest DJ. I can't remember his full name.
DJ called Quest.
Maybe it's DJ called a DJ called Quest. Yes, I've been bugging him, but he's like, no, Honey Flow. I think they're scared of me. I think they think I'm going to Barbara Walters them. So, which I could. I have.
Because when I didn't learn how to spin it.
I mean, I do have a tendency to go a bit deeper. Everyone knows that, if I'm allowed to. Let's see. Charmaine the villain says, are you begging me for a dating? Oh, if you want to come on my dating show, you're more than welcome to, Charmaine. I was begging Cammy Cam. I'm like, oh my gosh, she would be the perfect bachelor.
Cam, I don't even know why you tripping. Just bring your butt on the show.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She has her stuff together.
Go ahead and show them that Miami tan.
I think I saw the thing that she was a police officer, which I was shocked. Don't worry, I'm not stalking any of you guys. Sometimes it pops up on Instagram, your stuff. I see Miss Frosty's stuff once in a while too. Anyways, let's see. Let's go back to the interview. I'm rambling. Okay, so awesome. That's those are some interesting things about you. What are some things that you could share with people that they may not know, like, about you? Your jobs are very interesting, but like I don't know if it's family details or different things that they may not know about you.
So, my stepfather was a minister and my biological father was a police officer.
Oh, wow.
So,
jeez.
And then everybody says, wait a minute, how did you? Yeah, so I had the Bible on one side and a gun on the other. So
that's interesting.
I really wasn't doing too much, getting in trouble at all.
But you always go back to your roots, no matter where you've come from in life. Do you find that? Like, I find it doesn't matter what you've done, where you've gone, where you've been. And I feel like when I watched China's interview last night, that really like hit me hard because it shows that like your parents are so important, right? Like they're so essential in your life to kind of guide you or help you, right? So I'm sure you had some pretty influential like role models, like for you.
So like at the beginning of this year, I lost both my stepfather and my biological father
Oh, really? Oh,
on the
wow.
same day. On the
Oh,
same day,
sorry to hear that.
7 hours apart.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
rough. That was really rough.
Hmm.
So, um, you know, I've still, I'm still dealing with that. Uh,
Hmm.
they both, they both are important to me, definitely. And my stepdad really was the guy who took the reins and, you know, kept me on the straight and narrow, taught
Hmm.
me, taught me everything, you know, how to treat people, how to talk to people, how to, um, you know, treat women,
Hmm.
all those things. So it's still rough for me at times, but
Yeah,
I
for sure.
I'm still here. I still love entertaining everyone on Twitch, and you know it's fun. It's fun.
Hmm. Yeah, throw my condolences. That's a lot. Two fathers for sure. That's a lot to definitely deal with. You guys throw up some hearts, some hugs, some prayer hands, definitely for DJ Big Al. You know, music is such therapy. I think for all of us, the last couple years have been like so crazy roller coaster ride. I think for everyone across the world, you know, especially with so many losses, right? So
Right.
how like have you used the music quite a bit or your shows, or have you ever done a tribute show for them or anything that kind of helped you get through?
I have not done that, and I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
I
Mm.
would not make it through that.
Yeah, for sure. The same day. Wow. What year was that in again? Did you
That
say?
was this year,
Oh, it was
Jan-
this year.
January
Oh,
2nd. My
oh wow.
stepfather, my stepfather was 81. He died 2 days shy of his 82nd birthday, and
Oh
six
man.
days shy of him and my mom's 47th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
Biological dad was 75.
And did anyone know that on your show or anyone know that on Twitch or no? Like,
I shared it with my mods and some of my DJ friends, and you know they kind of spread the word. Um, and I took like 2 months off. Took like 2 months off because
mhm. Yeah,
it
you
was
need to.
very.
That's still very recent. You know, everyone's throwing up hearts for you.
Thank
Uh,
you guys so much. I
yeah,
appreciate it.
thank you guys. I mean, the Twitch community has been amazing for support, and especially with everyone, so many people dealing with losses. Like everyone I'm talking to has lost at least five to, I think since I started Twitch, seven people on my show, including a moderator too of mine. So it definitely makes you think about how you do your shows and play music. And, you know, things are so much different from when you first started, right?
Mhm.
Um, but it's a blessing that people have come through your show, and you've touched them some way, somehow, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing
Right,
is being
right.
lights to like other people or lighthouses, right? So
Mhm.
I just want to say, oh shoot, I'm looking on another computer here. DJ Chaotic, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Cami Cam for the sub, and oh wow, Cami Cam and DJ Chaotic, 500 bits each. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate much love to all you guys and everyone here as well. Yeah, so you know what I was gonna say. Like grief share literally saved my life, and I constantly talk about that, but maybe it might be a bit recent, right? Because you got to be kind of ready to do it because it could be a bit heavy. but I fully recommend taking a grief like Googling it, right? I stumbled in a church like years ago uh, when my ex-boyfriend passed away, and I'm telling you, that saved my life here in Toronto. So I always recommend it to anyone that's gone through loss is Google a grief share course. It's free. And all you do is pretty much watch videos um and you meet different people in there could only be a few people in the group, right? But you just watch videos and they talk about grief, loss, and some of the things that we do that we don't realize could be like overeating or shopping. I didn't know that was associated with grief, right?
Mhm.
So I definitely recommend that for you. Like it will help you put so much into perspective and just like keep you encouraged, you know? So yeah. But I'm gonna, you know what? Off of my show, if you're open to it, I could send you some stuff as well,
Okay.
some resources that would definitely help,
All
for
right.
sure. So yeah, thanks for sharing that. I really do appreciate like you opening up and sharing that side as well too. So and so you took 2 months off, and then what was it like coming back? Like you know, like doing shows and
Um,
that
so
sort of.
now, so now coming back, it's a rebuilding stage. So now it's
Mhm.
like trying to get people come back to the streams and to really hang out and have fun because being a partner on Twitch, you don't want to have low numbers. So you need people to come back. So I got to get on the grind again and get out here to get people to come back. And the one thing I want to let people know too is like, when you go into a streamer's room, a DJ's room, you know, uh, I always tell everyone to give them at least 20 minutes. Reason being is because 20 minutes is a fair shake to anyone who's taking the time out to share their craft with you, their gift with you. And if you just give them 20 minutes to see whether or not you like what they're presenting, their presentation,
Mhm.
that's fair. And if you don't like it, okay, you don't have to come back, but do that. At least give them 20 minutes.
Mhm.
Go in, speak, and you can make new friends on Twitch.
Mhm.
Though you probably never seen someone, you feel like you know them because you reached out or said hi in a stream in a chat room. So it's not hard to be nice to someone. It's more difficult to be mean than it is to be nice.
So
So
true. And
I
you're doing
mean,
well. You're doing really well. You're growing. You always got a full room. Like you're doing amazing. But Twitch is a lot of work and it is a grind, right? And when you leave for a couple months and try to come back, it's like starting all over from zero. Would you
yeah,
say like it definitely takes a while?
yeah, it does. It does. It does take a minute. So I'm asking everyone to, if you've never been on my stream, come and check it out. If you have, come back. I mean, I'm going to be changing up, doing some things, doing some different stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I am going to incorporate from time to time to do a talk stream, which people don't know that I can actually host and do interviews and have questions prepared, all of that stuff.
Mhm. I could
So
see that. You're definitely a good communicator. You know, you have a great like presence, like your voice as well, especially for radio too. I thought DJ The Force, I felt the same way with him yesterday as well. I don't say that too often with people, but you definitely have it. So yeah, you should definitely get on and you know, and do that, and start. I think a lot of people would be interested in hearing more about you, right? Don't you guys find it interesting today, like hearing more a different side to him as well that you probably didn't know? I find it pretty interesting. So throw some ones in the chat if you think it's pretty interesting learning some of some of the things.
And
Oh,
another thing too, like
oh, you missed that convo. You missed that the strip club convo earlier, Cammy Cam, I think. Let's see here. She said something. Let's see. That ratchet one kills me. Feels like I'm in a strip club. See, he missed. I think she missed the beginning. You're gonna have to catch the replay. We covered all that already, including him peeling $10 bills off of girl shoes, heels. You missed that. You missed that. You know. You missed that story. Want to hear? I got to just tell you one quick hilarious story. When I was in Vegas in my 20s, there was a guy that walked in and he was like fur coat and fedora, the cane, you name it. And he's all walking and thinking he's all big, right? And he started throwing money, like just throwing it. Like in like the clubs that you're used to throwing money in. I'm not used to people throwing money anywhere, right? So the whole floor was covered. There was not 1 ounce of space on that floor where it wasn't covered with money. So I was like, okay, I'm Canadian. Our dollar is half your dollar. I don't care. I have no pride at this point. All I'm thinking about is I need to get those dollar bills. So I convinced 5 guys in the club. You guys think I'm naive and don't know anything. Let me tell you, I know a little something. I convinced 5 random men in the club to pick up the money, like pick it up all for me. So all these men were around me. Like, I don't know how I did it, but I convinced them. So they're picking up all the money in the club. And there was one on a girl's heel, like by the bar. And I kept looking at it. And the guy's like, girl, you want that one too? I'm like, yes. Like, get that dollar, get that bill, you know. So at the end of the night, I think we counted. I think we had like $62 or something like that of dollar bills. But it was a funny moment that what woman is actually going to pick up money in the club, guys? You know, I would do that. So if I were in your club, I would pretend I would be watching you as a DJ, but I would be slick like that other woman that didn't want to give you money. And I'd probably take your money too. I probably would.
So let me tell you about the strip clubs here.
Oh no, we're going back.
These women are on it. They are looking, these dancers are on it. They are looking at you. If you pick up $1 off that floor, are they on you like the old people say, stink on shit? They are on you. Like they ready to fight for real. They're going there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're ready to fight. Yeah. Okay. Those girls I don't deal with too much.
They're going there.
Yeah, I don't deal. There's a few of those girls that are on Twitch. Have you not noticed? But I won't say their names, but there's a few of them on Twitch you don't want to mess with.
Shout out to my daughter. She's in here, Adrian.
Oh, is she? Oh, wow. Hey, she's in here? I didn't see her.
She's in here.
What ID is she under?
Adrian 16. She says, my smile is so adorable.
Aw. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. How old are your kids and how many kids? I think you told me off.
I have 2. I have 2 children. My son is 22 and my daughter is 19.
Oh, and your daughter's 19. What would they say about their dad? I'm curious. If you guys are in the chat room, drop it in the chat. Let's get the real tea on DJ Big Al. He's already giving me some. He's being honest. I have a feeling he's a very honest guy.
They're going to tell you.
Which
I'm going to tell you
the real tea? What is the real tea?
I'll tell you exactly what they're going to say. They're going to say, my daddy is crazy. His favorite word is no.
Oh, his favorite.
And they will probably say that I was very, very, very tough. I yelled a lot.
Oh, they said that you're tough on them? Really?
Oh, heck yeah. I mean.
Really? Like strict? Like strict?
Yes. I didn't play around.
How could you be strict on them? You were out there. What's the difference?
Easy.
What weapons?
just because I was out there don't mean I'm gonna let them be out there. No.
That's
And I'm out there only in character.
That's how my mom was too. She was very wild and was out there. I'm like, why the heck were you so strict on me, man? Like, you did everything in the book. So like,
the one thing about my kids, like, they didn't know who I was as far as being the radio personality, because they were babies. They were really
back
kids.
then. Yeah.
So they didn't know who their dad was in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So as they got older, they were just like, oh, okay, you know, it's just dad, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So one year when my son was here living with me, one of my friends in the industry called and said, hey, Al, you think your son will want to see G Herbo? I'm like, who the hell is G Herbo? Again, so now this is when the music is starting to take a turn now. Like, you know, we're getting the crap that we got now. So I'm like, who the hell is that? And then so she explained who he was. I was like, I don't know. So I said, Marcel, you want to go see G Herbo? Oh my God, Dad. Yes. Oh my God. So I was like, well, there's your answer. So I take him, my nephew, and a couple of their friends to go see this artist G Herbo, who's out of Chicago. He's a drill rapper, I guess is what they call him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so so they are in VIP. They got the sparkling grape juice, like they're popping bottles, like they are just like having the time of their life. And they up on stage with G Herbo and all this stuff. They lost their daggone minds. And then so at that point is when my son realized who I was. And then my daughter, one time she was here visiting, and he was still here living with me. There was another G Herbo came back to do another show. Well, I was asked to DJ for him for his show. So I was like, okay, cool. So I took the kids with me, and my daughter, she was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. But my son, of course, he's loving it because one of his favorite rappers that he likes to see. So
nice.
So now my daughter wants to. She's a huge Megan Thee Stallion fan, so she wants to go see Megan Thee Stallion. So the closest show to her is in Denver, Colorado. So I'm gonna pay for her to go see Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh wow. Are your kids ever interested, like your daughter, in DJing, or any of your family?
They have no desire whatsoever.
Do they watch your shows or like them or have any input on any of them?
Yeah, they come on. They come on and
so they come on your show, or have they actually been in front of the camera on your show?
My son has.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he has. When he came to visit, and he has.
Immaculate wants you to pay for her to go to Megan too. Now,
right?
We could, since you do get spicy, we could spice it up on the Honey Flow show. I don't know if Immaculate is single, but I don't know. Do your kids want you to go out and date, or are you dating or anything? You said I could ask you anything. So now that she's asking you, pay for me to go see Megan, I don't know. we could make something work here, Immaculate.
My kids don't care. They're just like, hey, that's Dad.
Oh, we got some competition, Immaculate. Candle Lady's like, I want to go too. You got some ladies in the place after you, I think. Ooh, DJ Holland.
No, they're just after tickets to go see Megan. That's all it is.
You never know. Oh, now they're saying a Twitch meetup concert. Come on, you guys. I'm trying to make it easier. Stop being wimpy. I'm trying to set something up for you guys, some of the ladies. So anyway, sorry, I didn't hear the last question. So I think you told me that you're single. Or I don't know. I don't know if you are or not, if I can ask you that. And don't worry, I don't ask everyone on my show, guys. Some guys say, no, don't go into that, But it's up to you if you want to answer the question. He's quiet. Are you there? Okay. I don't think he wants to answer it. Okay. But I did ask you prior to my show, can I ask you anything? And you said, hey, I'm an open book. You said I'm an open book. So don't worry, chaotic. We won't drill you. We won't bug you.
I'm never scared.
He's never scared. Really?
Never scared.
Okay. The reason why I do hassle some guys on my show, not for myself. Don't worry, guys. You know, I just work online on Twitch. But the reason why I hassle some guys is because, of course, I'm trying to do a dating show and look for bachelors. I think you'd be a great bachelor to put on if you're ever interested.
Who's talking about, Chaotic?
Sorry? No, I'm talking about you. I mean, I would love to have Chaotic. He's like Jodeci's background dancer. I would love to have him, but
y'all see how I threw that one?
I don't think he would. I don't think he would do it, and I don't know if he's single or not. But I'm curious if you would.
If I would get on your bachelor show?
Yeah, dating show.
I think about it.
Okay, you'll think about it. All right. Don't worry. It won't be scary. It won't be. I don't know why people are so scared. Actually,
that's like telling again, Chaotic. Isn't it past the bedtime?
Yeah, I'm just being. People say I'm nosy. Maybe I am. But DJ Fresh was my first bachelor. So, ladies, if you're interested, DM me. I'm looking for women. I've been having a tough time finding women to start the show, but Fresh has been waiting, and he said, I'm kind of hurting his ego because no one is stepping. I only have one person that stepped up to the plate, and it's been months. So if you guys are interested, just DM me. He's actually a pretty good guy. He's a decent guy. You know, he just plays that suave player role online. But I think I think if he found a good woman, he would step up to the plate. And I think Big Al is a big teddy bear inside.
You're shy. Lies.
Yeah, that's what she says. I don't know.
Lies.
Oh, DJ Ron Love says, will people have balloons on the dating show? No, I won't do that. Have you seen that where they pop right when the guy comes out? They're like, pop, 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 pop. Like they're like stabbing those balloons. So basically when you pop the balloon, that means you're not interested. Poor guy. Actually, even women, I feel bad for the women when they come out, right? The way they walk, the way they move their eyeballs, the way they look, everyone's like, pop, 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 pop. I don't like him. He's too short. I don't like him. He's got a lazy eye. You know, I don't like him. He blinked at me 3 times. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh. No wonder why everyone's single out here.
Pop the balloon when I walk out.
Sorry? No, they won't pop the balloon when you walk out. I have a feeling I can get some good women, but I don't want any crazy women. So if I do have Big Al or some of these guys on my show, you can't be crazy. You got to be a relatively decent, women too. See, look at.
So, Honey Flow, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen is people would send their representative, meaning they would not be their authentic self.
You don't think that they would be their authentic self? Come on, it looks like you have a whole.
No.
It looks like you have a whole slew of women. These women don't come to my show; they're coming here for you. So I know it's true. Come on, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 here. It's true, which I don't mind. I'm very happy that you guys are here for Big Al, but I can see that you have women that. I know for a fact some of these women in your chat room would be interested in being a contestant. So, anyways, just saying. Oh, man. Anyways. Oh, yeah. DJ Ron Love says.
See, look at that. And you see what Charmaine the Villain said? If DJ Chaotic is coming on, she's coming.
Oh, that's sweet. See, look at Zeta is saying some nice things about you. Zeta Lawyer says, real talk, Big Al is a sweetheart. He's been a great friend to me in IRL, like in real time. That's nice. DJ Hot One says, we support heavy. Yeah, so those are great. Yeah, you guys, if you guys have gone to a show and he's, done something on his show that you liked, or the reason why you keep going back and watching him, drop a nice comment. So if he misses
like golden, really?
Like drop it in the chat for him if you appreciate his show or what he's done or how you like him as a person, definitely drop in the chat for him. So so he can read some nice comments after. Oh gosh. She goes, I mean, he has some issues, but that's our Big Al. Oh my gosh. This is okay. Lil Unique. That's all she says is he's all right. Did I say that right? I think she said that a few times during this chat, which is funny. Let's see. These comments are funny. Yeah, living life golden. That's a nice comment. Says, we love you, Big Al. So that's
Thank
great.
you so much.
We got Miss Tish in the building as well. Candle Lady.
What's up, Soror?
Candle Lady says we all have issues. Come on, you guys could do better with the comments. Tamara, you guys send a nice comment to him. He like Miss Tamara's like, he's okay, I guess. Oh man, you guys are funny.
So one of the things I do on my stream, I like to make people laugh, make them feel good, you know. And I tease a lot of the women all the time.
What do you tease them with? How do you tease
them? I tease them and say like Miss Tamara B, when she comes in, I'll be like, fellas, Mr. Tamara B is up here. She cute too. She thick and cute. Y'all might want to holler. You know, I'll do some stuff like that. And then she'll start blushing or, you know, saying something crazy to me. Because, you know, that's just what I do. I just tease them. I tease everybody to make them have fun.
Yeah, that's what Zeta said, that she's like, if she's too nice to you, you're going to tease her a lot. That's funny. Drunken chicken. What's a drunken chicken? Let me know what it is.
So this is what Lil Unique is talking about. So if you ever, I cook. So
nice.
I grill.
Ladies, he can cook. Did you hear that? Are you guys taking notes? Listen, take notes right now. He's 6'4". Check. He can cook. Check. He's got a sensitive side that he rarely brings out, but he's bringing it out on the Honey Flow show. Check. Okay. Okay. What else? Take some notes, you guys. Come on.
So I cook. And so one time I prepared what's called a drunk chicken. That's when you season a whole chicken on the outside and you take a can of beer and pop it up with bird's butt.
Like you pour the can of beer? What? Okay, you prop up the chicken?
You take the whole chicken and sit it on the can of beer on the grill.
Ew, really? Oh, you said it on the grill? Okay, so you stick the chicken thing, like you shove up the beer can in the chicken? Yes. Ew. And you stick it on the grill?
Yeah.
And there's like beer obviously in the thing. Doesn't it?
So there's beer in the can. So once the beer gets hot and it comes out and it keeps the chicken moist.
Oh, and, interesting. I've never heard that
goes
before.
Throughout the chicken like that. And then, all of your seasonings, everything is still there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's very good and tender.
Oh, that's interesting. Does it give it a different taste with the beer? I've never heard that before.
It's got it's not that much of a different taste. It's just, you can, depending on what type of beer you use, you can really taste it.
Because the alcohol burns off, right? Like I've heard it for ribs, like putting alcohol on ribs. I've never heard that with the chicken thing. I might have to try it, see if I could try it. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy.
So what's your favorite dish to cook then?
I like cooking a lot of stuff. One of my favorites is chili. I have won several chili cook-offs. So
have you done like many cooking streams? You should try that. Like, would you?
I haven't done any cooking streams.
Yeah, would you ever veer off and do something different from DJing? Because I think with the personality you have, people are there to see you, not just the music. Some DJs feel like, oh, I got to just stick to the music or else I may lose my following. But I think it would actually work the opposite for you. I think you would gain more. Like I told Mr. Landenhouse to start cooking because he's such a great cook on his streams. And they're doing very, very well. Like people enjoy, he just has music in the background and he's cooking like all this Mexican food. It's amazing. So you should,
I love Mexican food. Oh my God, I love Mexican.
yeah, you should try that. I think it would go, I'd be interested in checking out how you do the chicken thing with the beer can. So that's, that sounds like
I think
shoving.
you just want to. I think you just want to see me shoving up the chicken's butt. That's all.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel bad for that chicken, man. I don't know. Like, can't eat anything that's looking back at me. I don't know. I don't know what you would do with fish or anything else. So, they said add tequila. YCU no. How you doing? It says add tequila.
Oh, I see. You know, that's my friend out of DC.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. Thank you.
Lady G, make sure everyone's adding Lady G. She's
Hey,
a
Lady
dope,
G.
dope DJ. Make sure you guys are adding her. Has a great story too. And then we got Hot One. So many great people. DJ Chaotic. Make sure you guys are adding all of them. DJ The Force. So many great DJs and streamers in this room. Make sure you guys are all following each other. Yeah, Cami Cam says tequila makes it better. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Oh, are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Kind of was like phrasing. So if you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat. We've covered a lot of different things today, but drop it in the chat for him as well. Can you think of like your worst moment DJing, or, you know, it could be on radio too, could be on a stage, like your worst moment that you had DJing?
I think, trying to think of my worst one.
Like a crazy request, some crazy person coming at you, a bridezilla.
Well, you know, we always get crazy requests, and it's like, here's the thing about requests. So people will come up and ask you to play a song, and if it's in the pocket of where we are, the tempo and all of that, it's a song that everybody knows, we have no problem with playing.
Mm-hmm.
But some people come up with some real outlandish songs that are way over in left field, and you want us to play that. Okay, I'll try to get it on.
Like what? Could you think of anything like crazy? Like say if you're in a hip hop set and they want country.
So no, we're not going that crazy. So I'll give, it's like this. What, like somebody, like you're DJing in a club, okay? And you got the club hot. Everybody is dancing, everybody is having a good time, it's going crazy. And some local artist comes up to you in the middle of your set and is asking you, hey man, play my song. My record is hot. This, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if you don't get your goofy ass the hell away from here, no. And then one time I was DJing in a club, and so the guy just kept bugging me,
Oh, so annoying.
I stopped the music. I said, hey, y'all know I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna let y'all know this dude keeps bugging me about playing this record. He talking about it's hot, it's this, it's that. I'm about to drop this joint. Y'all let him know what y'all think.
That's a good idea because you pawn it on them instead of yourself.
So I dropped it, and everybody was like, boom!
Oh, wow. Wow, that's a good idea. I'm going to use that line when I go out.
So I was like, hey, the people have spoken. Sorry,
that's why it pulls it off of you. But I feel like the thing that's really annoying is when people keep coming at your DJ booth and keep requesting. They don't say thank you. They don't dance on the dance floor.
And they don't give you a tip.
And they don't give you a tip, and they keep telling you like 10 more requests, and they'll be like, well, our party isn't dancing. It's like, you guys weren't dancing to begin with. Like if I have a crowd that's already full on like that's what's so highly annoying to me is like you put so much work. There was one night where it was a total jukebox. I was like, oh man. And I was streaming on Twitch. So I was highly embarrassed. I was going from hip hop to country to pop to, I was literally like a jukebox. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'll just play whatever they want. I don't even care at this point because I just, was annoyed. And everyone on Twitch was noticing it. They're like, wow, you went through like 20 genres and those guys behind you, they won't leave you alone. Like they keep hassling you. So how do you control that? Do you just say, yeah, 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 I'll get it on? Or do you just ignore it? Do you kind of like say, yeah, 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 I'll get your request and ignore them? Or do you try to people please a bit and get a lot of requests on?
Not so. I'll tell you this. Like sometimes, depending on the event, I'll tell them send me a playlist. And then that way it makes it easier.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Makes it easier for me
for sure
to incorporate their songs that they want to hear.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't send me a playlist and I ask you to send me one, you're gonna get what you get because you're gonna be asking me for songs that I probably don't have, and you're gonna be upset. Then the first thing you're gonna be like, "Oh, that DJ was horrible. He was weak. He was whack.
Exactly.
He was that."
What do you do if people say, "Oh, hey, could you just plug in my phone? Just play it off of my phone, man, or just download this track?" Like,
I'm like,
no, but why? Why? How come you can't
don't have that
play
connection?
It? I don't have. Oh, you don't have that connection. That's it. Okay, I don't say that. I gotta try to find a way to say that.
And then here's the other thing: they expect the DJ to have every song on the name. No.
Oh yeah, yeah. Even the weirdest stuff that isn't even played, because for the most part, people want to hear more. Like rotated tracks on the radio too. What's popular to them. So, oh shoot, Lady G, you said your last gig, this youngin gave me 120 songs, that new stuff. Then when the party started, asked me to please play R&B. Oh man, that's a lot. That's a lot of songs to download. People don't realize how much the DJs work, right?
Right.
Charmaine the Villain had a great question. What's your favorite raid train?
Of course, Ratchet Tuesday. And then I like being on Soul to Soul. I love being on Soul to Soul. Because it just gives me the opportunity to play different stuff. So like people don't, I think a lot of people don't understand that I have a pretty vast knowledge of music. So, and one of the things is like Chaotic has said to me when I was doing the Party Rock KFG's R&B Mondays. He was telling me, he had said to me, he's like, Al, everybody is like playing all of the hot stuff before you go on. He said, why don't you try something different? I was like, what you got in mind? He was like, why don't you try doing slow jams, but not what you play on Sunday, the old school slow jams. So I was like, okay. I was like, that'll work. He said, trust me. He said, just try it out. He said, and give it a month. He said, don't be, quick to just drop it because, people are not in there. He said, try it out. He said, trust me, it'll work. He says, because you know music. You know music better than a lot of people. So I was like, all right, so I appreciate that. I said, okay. So I started putting together that playlist and started doing the old school slow jams from like 70s, 80s.
Nice.
And even some stuff from the 90s, but it was mainly 70s, 80s. And it became huge. People were coming. And then so I started incorporating some blues, as people will call Southern Soul now. I started incorporating some of that because I know some of the music, and I've been around music a long time. You know, my parents are musical people. Everybody in my family sings. You know,
Nice. Yeah.
like in church. And
Do you sing? You
I
sing?
sang in church. Yes, I sang in church.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you want to sing a line or two?
No, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, what about freestyle? You said you were a rapper earlier before.
No, that's not gonna happen. That was a
Come
long time.
on.
That was a
Listen,
long
I'll write one line of a freestyle right now and spit it to you if you do it. If you do it first. If I, of all people, that sound like a Canadian Valley girl, can do a freestyle, then surely you could do a freestyle. Come on. I did it. I can't remember the DJ I did it with. I kept hassling him, and I think he got all scared. It was actually pretty
I'm
funny.
not scared, but I'm not doing it.
But you know what we did? I had Jen go to, what is it called, you guys? I'm getting old now. The chat GDP or whatever you call that thing. So she kept using chat GDP or whatever it's called to get like paragraphs of rhymes. So I would pretend I was writing them down on my notepad, and she would text message me, and I'd have like a full like DJ Honeyflow rhyme. It was so funny. And we kept trapping him because he's like, what the heck? Like, how's she coming up with some like the rhymes, right? Like common. Oh, come on. One sentence.
Sing freestyle.
Okay, either sing or do a freestyle. One sentence. You can't think of anything? Like one bar. One bar.
DJ Honeyflow. It's not happening.
Oh man.
You gotta come to the stream. You had to come to the stream and catch me feeling it.
You're no fun. I can use chat GDP or whatever. And
look at Zeta Lawyer trying to throw it on thick too. Talking about sing, please. It'll make me smile.
Yeah. Zeta. Ooh, maybe she could be a contestant. I don't know. She wants you to sing to her. Listen, these ladies want you to sing. Oh man. Okay, fine. He's a strong no, guys. Sorry, I tried. So if there's any other information you want to know about him to get the tea, now is the time. Drop your question in the chat. If I missed it, just repost it on the chat. See, it's like no one would want to do the show. Ouch. Ooh. Oh man. Yeah, but you would come there and watch the show. Usually people say that when they secretly like someone. It's like junior high where they're just like, no, I don't like you, but I actually do. Okay, maybe not.
Oh, like when you pull a girl's hair or you pinch
exactly. Like when you hit her, you trip her, but you actually like her. Okay, I like this question. Thank you. So if you guys got any questions or anything you want to learn about DJ Big Al, definitely drop them in the chat. I am going a little hard on Big Al today because I know he could handle it, but normally I don't do this with every person I interview, but I know he could handle it. Ms. Frosty says, what made him to decide to go for partner? That's a great question.
When I first came on Twitch, so like my mod that used to mod for me, Miss Lespin, she's the one who got me on Twitch. Mm-hmm. So then I came on Twitch, and the first person that helped me out, embraced me, took me on his wing was DJ Chaotic. Mm-hmm. And we talked, and we used to talk a lot. And he helped me get a lot of things together on here. And when it came to me getting my camera settings and everything, he helped me with that. I was getting a lot of my other DJ friends to come on Twitch, and I was helping them with the stuff that Chaotic had taught me. And I was just spreading the knowledge, because to me, if you don't share, what are you going to do with everything that you're keeping to yourself? So I'm not threatened by any other DJ or streamer. I'm just going to, come on and do me. And so if somebody helped me, why not me help someone else? I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to hate on them or nothing if they surpass me, nothing like that. I mean, I just come in and I'm going to do what I know how to do. DJ Audio 1.
I like that.
Pull it up.
Awesome.
So what made me go partner was just that I just wanted to succeed at DJing on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kept pushing and kept putting myself out there and developing relationships with other DJs, and and that's everybody. When I was doing my partner push, people helped me out. And the one thing I want to say to a lot of other streamers and DJs, I try my best to be there for a lot of different people and come into your streams and show support, purchase a sub or gift subs or throw biddies, things of that nature. I can't be everywhere all the time. I try to get in as many streams as I can, but don't hold it against me if I'm not there, for your stream. Because, outside of Twitch, I do have a life too. I do work a real job. I do DJ in real life as well. So, if there's anything I can do to help improve your stream, you can always whisper me or hit me on IG, and I will definitely, give you what information that I have. And if I don't have the answer, I'll try to get it for you.
Yeah. No, I agree. You can't always be there. Some people can be a little bit crazy with that and be like, well, you weren't here or you didn't do this. But people don't know what's going on in someone's personal life. They could have lost a lot of people. People don't really know, right? So I think sometimes, especially if you stream long, like sometimes I'll do 5 or 6 hours, and that's a long time for me. It takes a lot for me to do that, right? So then you just want to shut down. You want to shut down altogether from social media. So I think people need to give a bit of grace instead of being like, well, where were you? Or it's nice for you to finally show up. I think those comments are unnecessary. I think just asking how someone's doing and actually meaning it, I think kind of goes a little bit of a long way. So I get what you're saying. You got a lot of stuff going on and you've encountered a lot of stuff in the past year, right? So I think just giving grace to people and understand that maybe sometimes people just need to take breaks too from this world, right? I know we got a few other questions here. I just want to salute to DJ Audio 1. We did an incredible interview, you guys. You got to check the replay. His story it was really inspiring, and just, how much he's pushing and doing online and everything he's been through with this help. You guys, you got to check the interview. I was blown away with our conversation. So thank you, Audio 1, and make sure you guys are following him too. Really great story, really great guy. Zeta Lawyer says, question for L. This is a good one too. I usually ask, what would be your dream music related job, like a cruise, say DJing in an arena, opening up for someone? Like, what would be your pretty much on your bucket list to your dream job for DJing?
There's no dream job for DJing for me. Now, my dream job would actually be to own my own radio station.
Ooh, I like that.
My own terrestrial radio station.
That's cool.
So in case people don't understand what I'm saying, terrestrial means a station that is on the dial, on the air, And of course, you know, digital streaming is your online.
But you pretty much are already doing that through Twitch, but having your own platform to do it, right?
Yeah, I just do what I want, you know, and you know, it's just I can get out of my comfort zone and do other things. Like you're gonna see, I'm working on some stuff, so you're gonna see,
yeah,
you're gonna see some different things. You come to the stream.
You should link, as you were just saying that, I was just, because I have ideas always circulating in my brain, but you should link up with some other guys that do radio stations here on Twitch, like that have started. Like there's some incredible guys I could try to link, like Boa Ninjas does a radio station out of the UK. There's a bunch of them. Daja, I believe, he does a radio station out here in Canada, like a full-blown internet station. So if you ever needed help getting started on that, I could, you know, if you, I'm sure you know lots of people, but if you ever needed anyone, let me know and I can link you just to hear how they got started or how they did it or how much capital it took to do, you know. But yeah, I could definitely see you doing, you have the experience, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, programming radio, like a lot of people don't understand that radio is built upon repetition. So how else are you going to know what song you like, what song you don't like, if they don't play the hell out of it? So you either going to like it or you're going to hate it. So with the radio, they do these call-out studies, or they used to do call-out studies. Now they do, I don't know how they're doing it now, but they used to do where they would invite certain people, they would send them something in the mail and say, hey, come out to this place. We want you to listen to some music and tell us what you think. And you would hear like about, you sitting in a room with a bunch of people, you hear about 100 songs. And you just check off whether you like it, you don't like it, it gets on your nerves, you know, whatever the choices are. And that's how they would develop songs in the playlist, you know, what people are liking from that study. Now, to the normal person, they were like, well, how are they gonna tell you what I like? It's not that they're telling you what you like. It's like this is them who are answering these questions, and you know, people are they're the ones who listen. They listen a lot. That's why they were called upon to come and do this survey.
Yeah, that makes sense. Zeta says DJ Lyris, yes, interviewed her a long time ago, and she talked about her radio station going from, you know, low numbers and then just blowing up, especially on Instagram. So she'd be another great resource because she's doing an independent station on her own. I think out of Atlanta. I can't remember. It's been a while.
She's out of Atlanta.
Yeah, since I talked to her. So yeah, she's killing it and doing really great. Hot One, that's hilarious. Says I was a program director for 3 songs. That's so funny.
So here's another thing to what DJ Hot One is saying. So like a lot of times when you are listening to the radio and you're driving, you're going somewhere, and then you get out of your vehicle, one song was on. You get back in your vehicle, that same song is on again. So they like, dang, did he just play this? So, but what you got to realize is that they have so many songs of what they call in power rotation. So like some stations may have anywhere from 8 to 10 songs in power rotation, means those songs get played every hour or hour and a half.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that, you know, to you, you like, dang, I just heard this song. But you don't know that you were in the store for about an hour, hour and a half. Then when you came back, that's why you're hearing it again.
Yeah.
You don't
it's
know
definitely
that,
programming.
Yeah. So it's stuff like that. And again, I get it. I get it, you know, from the consumer side, and I get it from the programming side.
I don't really get it because they choose, especially commercial radios, coming from a radio background, you know, they choose who will be popular and who won't. And even if the person isn't even that great, it's like they'll keep replaying it because
So
it's all profit driven. Right?
That's what you call a manufactured hit.
Yeah, they program you, and that's basically what they're doing to most artists today. Because look at all these great artists that are like a Jill Scott, or these exceptional artists that never get any radio play. You know what I mean? They're never on commercial radio. They're lucky if they get on community radio. So it's all about the money too. When you look at, I don't know if I want to call out certain artists. I mean, I kind of do, that I'm thinking of. Like I'm looking at some artists you've seen at the Super Bowl, I'll just say, right? I'm looking at some artists and I'm like,
so you're talking about like your Beyonce's, you're talking about like,
no, I'm not talking about so much a Beyonce, because I do think she is talented. I mean, they do heavy rotate her tracks, you know, as well. But I mean, there's other people that have strong voices out there. It's like, what happened to them, right? Like if I look at someone like a Taylor Swift, like I don't understand why someone like an artist like that is so incredibly like a billionaire or so exceptionally like popular, like, because there's some artists that have very I don't know, like there's just so much more strong singers out there that don't even get played, right? So I was watching this thing, they have a name for it, I can't remember what it is, but it's programming people. So if you keep playing it over and over and over again, like on TikTok or wherever, you're conditioning people, and then that becomes popular, right? So no offense if there's any Taylor Swift fans, like, you know, in the house. I mean, she's talented, yes, but I don't think it should be to the level kind of where it is, and that's, radio has a part of doing it. Look at people under the Bad Boy label, like, or any of the labels that either got shine or didn't get shine, right? Like, depending if they're heavily rotated, they would have been popular, but some of them just disappeared. Why the heck did half of these artists just, well, I know it's probably the label too, but they didn't get airplay like they should have, right?
So there's a combination of things.
Mm-hmm.
One, budget. It's like, you know, it depends on what the label sets their budget to be for that particular artist. Then you have, you know, popularity, appeal, you know, and then you have some things where it's just, hey, we're going to put a lot of money behind this artist because we feel like he or she is the next big thing. Mm-hmm. So I'll take for example, like somebody's saying right now, Cammy Cam, talking about Sexy Red.
Yeah.
And she's right.
I didn't want to say her in case there's a million. I'm sure a lot of people like her.
Who cares? I'm right here in St. Louis. Mm-hmm. She's from here.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Oh.
She's horrible. She's horrible. And I don't care about nobody getting mad at me.
But even J-Lo, I'm sorry, like, she's a great dancer, but like, when I look at someone like that, like, I heard a lot of people did vocals over her and actually raised up their vocals. So Ashanti did I don't know if it's true. I think it is. But Ashanti, and they showed some other girl that did her big hits, was the voice behind those big hits. It wasn't even her, because her voice was horrible. So they raised the voice. They overlapped the voices, right? So it had J-Lo's voice, but it also had more of like Ashanti's voice and other singers that were singing for her.
So basically what they were doing, they were stacking them.
And I think that's and the reason why it's like you keep overplaying it. And I always thought that, at least with J-Lo, like, I don't know. I think she
So,
sings good in Spanish, but I don't think she sings good at all.
so like
I don't know.
when you look at a Sexy Red,
Yeah, or Sexy
um,
Red. Yeah.
I mean, she's talking about nothing. She's just talking about ratchet shit.
Yeah,
Excuse my
but they all do these days. All the
yeah,
I don't think it's
but
just her. All the female rappers.
the way she does it, Honey Flow, is a little bit different because she's like really like in the gutter with it. Whereas other chicks, yeah, they're saying their ratchet stuff.
Oh, is that the one that sang that Margarita song? I was like, oh gosh, dear Lord. I don't think I heard it on your. I heard some Margarita song and I nearly passed out. I was like, oh man, I'm turning into my mom. Do you hear that Margarita song? I'm like, dang. I'm like, this is as bad as dance hall. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're actually saying that.
You know,
anyway,
it's just like when you listen to her, like the producers that they have for her are good. They come up with great tracks, and it's something that that will make people dance. Some of them, not all. But the stuff that she's talking about in the songs.
But you don't think most of the female rappers now are kind of definitely pushing the envelope a lot more in what they're saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like it gets hooked in your brain when you're listening to Cardi B or you're playing Megan or you're playing.
Okay, so let's look at a Cardi B. Let's look at a Megan Thee Stallion. It's a way that they deliver it.
But how is it any different? I don't listen to
because they can actually spit and this chick cannot.
Oh, she can't. Yeah, I haven't really listened to her enough, so I don't really. I kind of saw that, but oh yes, that's what I was gonna say. Do you guys think they're industry plants? Can you explain exactly what an industry plant is? Because a lot of people are saying that Bobby chick, that girl that blew up doing interviews, like blew up, like she's got millions of people. I do find her funny now. At first I was like, I don't get this. Why do people love her so much? She's not even asking any questions. She's not even, it's just like whatever. But then now I'm kind of getting, now that I'm watching more of her content, it's like you're like, oh, okay, she is actually kind of funny. What do you guys think of that Bobby? You guys know who I'm talking about? A lot of people are saying she's an industry plant. And explain an industry plant, if you guys can explain it to others, that'd be good too.
So an industry plant is basically someone who the label has manufactured. So I'll give you a perfect example. If you go back to late 90s, the group was kind of called Ghost Town DJs, and the song was called, I think it was My Boo. Yeah, and I think My Boo. So that wasn't even a group. It wasn't a group. All it was producer got with some people and they put a song out. The song blew up because the label was like, hey, we're gonna put some money behind this and see what it goes. My thing about a lot of artists now is that I say the labels are using the universal method. The universal records method was always, if you know anything about cooking spaghetti, how do you know if a spaghetti is done? Do you know how spaghetti is done?
I don't know. Don't they throw it on the wall or something?
Right. Sticks. So if you throw it up against the wall and it sticks, it's done. So that's the universal method of artists coming off of Universal. They throw it out there. If it catches and people are on it and they love it, then they put more money behind it and they push it. If it doesn't, they shelf. So when it comes to, you trying to you manufacturing hits. Like Beyonce can come out with a song tomorrow, and it can be the worst crap ever. But you better believe that the label will put the money behind it because they know because of who she is, people gonna like it, and they're gonna get every radio station to play it because it's gonna be pay to play.
Well, that's so true. Well, that's why I think her country album went #1. Like, I don't know.
And she only did that album because K. Michelle did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What you said? K. Michelle. K. Michelle.
K. Michelle. That's right.
I think K. Michelle's
originally from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And
what happened to K. Michelle? Because she's got such an incredible voice.
Oh, she is very dope.
Like, I feel like she's so underrated. That's an artist that should be on radio, but I don't know if she gets played out there. She doesn't get played here.
She had a few songs on the radio, not many.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's my opinion, D Grooves, though. That's my opinion. That's my
I don't know. I just feel like in hip hop, R&B music, actually even top 40 music, this is just my opinion. I feel like everything's become so much more darker, and I don't really like it. You know, I'll be honest. I just don't. I'm not digging it. Like, a lot of people say it's artistic stuff, but there's a lot more to that. People are not just artistic. They're doing specific things to make you go a certain way. And it's just become darker. Like, if you look at the hip hop. But my question is, I guess, okay, so we're going back to the female rappers. Some of them are saying they don't like certain ones now, right? But do you think that we kind of paved the way back in the 90s? I'm just asking you. I have a bit of an opinion about it, but I'm curious to see what you guys have to say in the chat too. And DJ Big Al, like, do you think like artists like, because we weren't exactly clean, and we had lyrics too. You had the Foxy Browns, you had the Lil Kims. I mean, that pushed the envelope, right? We also had great ones like Queen Latifah, Eve, like Missy, so many, Lauryn Hill, like there's just too many to count, right? But do you think we kind of paved the way to make it the way it is now for hip hop? Because it wasn't exactly clean back in the 90s either. Like, we still talked about stuff, right? So do you think we paved the way for the female like rappers now, some of them, to,
It wasn't exactly clean back then, but they had a lot more substance than rappers do today. These rappers, a lot of them don't have a lot of substance.
But did Lil Kim have more substance? I mean, I loved her. I still do. But did she have more substance?
Kim has substance.
What does she have substance on?
Kim has substance because Kim can actually freestyle and get in there with guys. These chicks can't get in there with no guys.
So you don't think
only a few of them can withstand that?
So you don't think any of the rappers now could do you think Nicki Minaj could freestyle, or any of them?
Nicki can, Megan can. I would probably give Glorilla a shot. I would give Lotto a shot. Then you have Rhapsody, who can definitely go, who probably a lot of people don't even know about. You got
what about that other girl? You know that I believe she's white girl with the bright red hair. She's on those battles. She's actually really good at freestyling, but she's never on radio. She's never, I don't know if people hate her, but like, she's never on radio.
Which Ice Spice?
I don't know. Who's the girl, you guys? She's got bright red hair. Yeah, that's it. Cammy. I was watching her the other day, and I was like,
Justina Valentine.
I was like, oh shoot, this girl could spit like some crazy bars.
Well, she hasn't. I guess she hasn't like actually got a song to where it's something that's coming out. I don't think I've never.
No, but she's got lots of songs. She's got lots of songs. She's always freestyling up against all these guys, and she's very quick with it. And I'm just kind of surprised. I'm like, how come a girl like this? She is actually very talented. The only way she's popular, I guess, is the show and maybe building her Instagram. I don't know. I'm not sure. You guys would probably know a bit more of her. But how come you never hear a girl like that on radio? Like, this girl can fire. Like, I would love to see her in a battle competition against Common or some of these guys that could really freestyle. I think she could give them a run for their money. Have you seen her,
Yeah, I've seen
Justina?
her.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
do
I've
you
seen her.
think? What do you think of her?
I mean, she can go, but you have some people who are just freestylers who cannot deliver a song.
I mean, we can go right now, DJ Big Al, but it seems like you're a little too scared to
It's
spit some
not
bars.
happening.
You're a
Don't even
little
try
too
it.
scared.
Don't
You're a
even
little too
try it.
scared to spit bars
Don't even try it.
with this
It's not happening.
Canadian. With this Canadian, you're a little afraid. I get it. I get that you're a little afraid to come up against me. I get it,
Okay.
especially when I
Okay.
challenged you. Oh man, I keep trying, guys. I keep trying to get him to sing. Or
Do you remember? Do you guys remember the artist Jin, Asian guy? He's dope, a dope freestyler, cipher.
oh, Cypher,
Rapper.
yes.
Yeah, he can do all those things. But Jin had a real hard problem with delivering a hit record.
Yeah.
And it just didn't happen for him. Same thing with Corey Guns, Peter Guns, another dope rapper, cipher rapper, freestyler, all of that, but had a hard problem with delivering a hit record. He had one 6 for 7 featuring Lil Wayne. It was cool. It caught on, but after that, nothing else. And it wasn't him by himself. He had a feature. So those are things you have to look at.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. So I'm just reading some of I'm just looking at some of the comments here too. Cammie makes an interesting comment. She says they'll accept Jack Harlow because he's male, but not a female white rapper. Actually, I wonder if she looks white, but I thought she was Spanish.
Well, the thing of it is, again, like I said, a lot of things when it comes to artists, it's timing.
Yeah, but she's been around for years though, like that girl.
Okay, that means nothing.
True.
So you gotta look at people like, let's look at what's his name, Bruno Mars. Look how long it took for him to come out.
Oh, it took him so long, which is crazy.
See what I'm saying?
It's taking just as long as Bruno Mars. It's taking you just as long to spit a few bars.
It's not happening. I don't care. I don't care what you're doing. It's not happening.
You guys, it's so obvious he's scared.
Right, DJ Ron Love, exactly. Papoose.
Scared of the. He's trying to change his subject. Let me throw some.
Another artist out
Let
of
me
New
write
York
some bars for you right now.
Dope, who can spit, but he was he actually had success by being on a song with Joe, and also again another cipher rapper and freestyler. You know, I think he had one song that was pretty popular, but outside of that, again, you know, very talented individuals, but they can't deliver the hit record. So people will complain. People will say, well, Cardi B doesn't write her own lyrics. Drake doesn't write his own lyrics. Okay, but do they deliver them? Yes, they do. They deliver them well. And that's all that matters. And that's the bottom line to the labels if it's making them dollars.
Yeah, that's true.
Another thing that people don't know about me is that I manage some producers and writers. And the behind the scenes thing is tough. And, you know, getting placements, it's tough. But when you get that one placement and everybody finds out that it's you who did it, your phone's ringing off the hook. So when you talk about artists and how long it's taking them to do this and how long it's taking them to come out, or why you're not hearing them just yet, this, that, and the other, because it's timing.
Mm-hmm.
Time is of essence, because it although we have the internet and you can do a lot of things, people think that they can just blow up off the internet alone, and they have get no help from radio or DJs. That's like one in a million.
Do you think, like you said, you work both community radio and commercial? Do you think, like, which one did you like better?
I like commercial better.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I like community better because I feel like you have more flexibility to do what you want on community.
Well, that's it. That's what you want to do, but I don't mind structure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm all right with that. You know, it's just like when you're doing certain things, there you got to have a structure. Even with community radio, you still got to have a structure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the bills had to be paid. How are those bills getting paid? By advertising, underwriting, donations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, advertising. One thing, do you think that streaming can beat out an actual radio station? Like, do you think? And sorry, I was listening to you, but I was writing some rhymes. See, look, this is legit. This is legit, you guys. I was writing some bars as he was speaking. I can multitask. I maybe can't freestyle. At least you know I'm legit. I'm more legit of a rapper than DJ Big L claims to say he is. So I don't know, guys. Throw some ones in the chat if you want to hear some bars dropped on both ends. Throw some ones.
I'm not dropping no bars.
Let's get this going before we leave here. Let's get this going. Unless he's just scared of me. He can't even drop. Come on, I could come up with 4 lines. Look at these 4 lines. I don't know if you guys can read my.
You know what I say to you. You know what I say to you.
I'm pretty good at coming up with some stuff.
You know what I say to you, Honey Flo? Strong J, strong J.
Check.
Go right ahead. Yep, you say whatever you want to say.
But you did say you rapped back in the day, and you don't care what people think. So I think
that was so long ago. I mean, I was 15.
So I'm doing it now, and I did this like in grade 6, and I'm just like maybe about 10 years older than that. So it's the same thing.
No, my brain's not working like that. No, sorry.
Back to, do you think, oh, wow, we're almost 3 hours. I can't believe it. It's been fun chopping it up, like having a conversation with you. It's been fun. Do you think, and do you still have a little bit more time, a few more minutes? I know I don't want to keep you too long.
I got you.
Okay. Do you think, going back to that, do you think that streaming could beat out like actual radio stations right now in the future?
It can possibly happen because terrestrial radio will never go away, because locally you want to know what's going on in your market, in your city. But will it beat out? Can it beat out? It possibly can. And, you know, it all depends on how it's marketed and how strong, you know, your listener base, your queue.
I think streaming can beat out radio stations, and it's already happening where TV stations and radio are closing down. The last urban station I work for, they would always laugh, especially my manager. But he's no longer there anymore. But it was like the biggest hip hop station in Canada, so it was a big deal to get in there. But he would always laugh at Twitch, or if I mentioned the stuff we were doing here, he's like, "Oh, what's that?" Because he was a big honcho type guy that worked for, you know, Virgin Radio, like all these big stations in the States. But now I'm seeing that getting advertising at the radio station, it's millions of dollars, guys, to keep a radio station going and keep it on air. Like, people don't realize that, right? So the advertising they wanted you to purchase was like the cheapest would be like $10,000 to $30,000 packages. So I think streaming, even though they laughed at it, I think streaming is the new radio. It's like the shows we're doing is the new radio, I think.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Mhm. Yeah, so never get too cocky, guys, especially if you work at a radio station.
What was that question DJ Hot one at?
Sorry, yes, that one I was posting a few times so I wouldn't forget. She had a great question earlier. She said, what is one thing you learned about yourself since you've been streaming? I love that question.
The one thing about streaming is I can compare it to radio is because you don't see the people. And you have to be conversational. So that's one of the things about being in radio, not seeing someone, but being able to talk to them and relate to them. And they relate to you and understand where you're coming from. So with streaming, I definitely have honed that skill set and being able to get people to understand, what I'm trying to convey. Like, I don't know if all DJs do this, but a lot of times in some of my streams, I'm telling a story with the music that I'm playing. And if you're paying attention to the song selection, you'll understand that there's a story being told, song after song. A lot of people don't do that, but some people do. If you pay attention, you'll pick it up.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. People are agreeing with you. Yeah, that's awesome. If you guys have any other last minute questions, definitely drop them in the chat. What would be on like I know we talked about your DJ music playlist, but what would be on your life bucket list if you could do anything, had a limited time, and you're like, this is something I would really love to do, not related to DJing or music, but what would that look like to you? Or how would you want to live your life? Like, what would that look like to you?
I would just, really just like to just travel the world. Just travel the world. See everything I could see before my time is up.
Have you been outside of the States, or like, I know you have lived in different states, which is pretty amazing, all the places you've lived in, but have you been outside of the States, like traveling?
I mean, well, I can say like Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and Bahamas, but I think they're still kind of like, well, you can travel there without having to have a passport, I guess. Some of them, but not all of them. So, I mean, I've been there as far as I've gone. I've never been, like I said, I've never been to Canada.
Yeah, you got to come. You got to come.
I've never been to Alaska, which is still part of the United States, but I've never been there. I've never been to like Australia. I would like to go there. There's some places I like to go. I definitely want to go to Europe.
Yes, for sure. You probably have a British fan base too that watch you. So
yeah, I definitely want to go to Europe.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, definitely. Well, could definitely make it happen, save up, and you never know what life can bring. That question makes people think, but it is achievable, right? You got to live in the moment now and seize it and just do it, right?
Right.
So, yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much. I know I could definitely chop it up another couple hours with you because it's been so much fun just like learning more about you and hanging out as well. Bugging you a little bit, but you weren't budging. I was hoping that, I could crack you, but it's not happening. But it's been a lot of fun. So I don't see any other questions that you guys have in the chat. I was going to say, and how long has it been online for you? Did you start right at the pandemic? Like, has it been, are you going on
Uh,
4 years now?
yeah, I'm going on 4 years. I'll be 4 years in October.
Wow, 4 years in October. Okay. And what would you like to see? Like, you know, do you have any goals that you want to see for your show or things moving forward on Twitch? Like, what would that look like to you? Because it's been 4 years. It goes by fast.
I just want to see more viewers in my streams enjoying themselves, having a good time, and continuing to grow my community, and just have fun, do different stuff, and hopefully people will continue to support me and come through more often and stay, and we just have fun.
Hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. That's good. And you wouldn't go to any other like apps? Have you tried any other apps or thought about it? Like going somewhere else, like the Green app or TikTok, or like,
I
have
mean,
you thought about trying different things?
I've tried TikTok, and I've also tried the green side. And I am going to, since Twitch has made it permittable, I am going to be streaming on the other platforms as well.
Oh, Twitch has? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You missed that on Tweet Music Tips when he had the CEO of Twitch.
No. I watched that interview. He was saying you could promote Twitch on other apps, but he was saying
he
didn't recommend you promoting.
Huh? You can multi-stream. He didn't. That's what I'm talking about. You talking about streaming. Right.
But he did say you could promote Twitch on other, which I found kind of funny because he's saying, yes, promote Twitch on other apps. But then he was like, but we don't recommend you promoting other apps on Twitch. Like I remember him saying that. So I thought that was a bit funny that he wanted us to promote Twitch on like Instagram and everywhere else. But he didn't want.
But the thing of it is, if Twitch is the main vessel, the other apps are just, extra, come along for the ride. Like I stream also on another app that's called CTV Live.
Yeah.
And ctvlive.net. And people come and check out that app, and they will see how great the graphics are. Everything is just like crystal clear. It pops. You can use GIFs on there in the chat and things of that nature. It's real fun, and you have a good time being on there. So I multi-stream on there too.
Okay. Oh, nice. I don't think I've heard of that. Have you ever tried Mixcloud too?
I have not done Mixcloud.
I know some people killing it. Like it's crazy.
And again, you have people who are on these other platforms that are killing it because they do well over there. Like you see, what's her name? DJ.
In Chai's on there. If you know In Chai, she's killing it on there.
What's her name? Who left Twitch and went to the green side?
Oh, is it a female or?
Yes.
Party Rocka?
Party Like a Mother. There we go.
Oh, Party Like a Mother. Yes.
Yeah, Party Like a Mother.
Even Party Rocka kind of does Twitch, but he's always encouraging me to just do TikTok. Like he blew up to, I think, 15,000 people.
That's the thing. Like, some people.
He said, forget Twitch, go to TikTok. So you don't know what the magic formula is. I don't feel like there really is one. You know what I mean? For anyone. Because some people are literally talking out of their bedroom, like literally just rolled out of bed talking, and they have like 30,000 people watching. So you're like, I do not know what the magic formula is online. There really isn't, And don't you feel like the algorithms don't push on Twitch? they do on TikTok, but I heard that Twitch has zero visibility, which is true. You build your community like here on Twitch, right? And with the raids or other stuff coming in, but it has zero visibility on here. I kind of agree with that, but I do like it better here. Like I feel like it's more community driven and it's the strongest on Twitch, which I like. What are your views on that?
So you say it has zero visibility?
Yeah, so meaning in terms of the algorithms pushing you, there is no algorithms pushing you out really. But if you go on TikTok, there are, I mean, sometimes you could get like 5,000 views in one night because the algorithms are spiraling out of control based on, I don't know what it is. It's just like things could go viral very quickly or fast, or it's like a lottery pick. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know, the algorithms work very good on TikTok. They don't work good on Twitch, you know, and even I
Gotcha.
think the CEO kind of talked a little bit about with the DJ thing, right? They're still trying to like sort out. But that's one thing that I just noticed. I don't know if anyone else has noticed anything in the chat or with all these different apps or how you feel about it, you know? But
I just, if I can multi-stream on all of them at the same time,
mhm.
there we go.
It's a lot of work though, eh? Like a lot of
Yeah.
people don't think it's a lot of
And then,
work, but
then your head has to be on a swivel
yeah.
when you are on all these different platforms at
Yeah.
once.
For sure, because different chat rooms.
Right.
Like I've streamed TikTok and Twitch, and it's exhausting. It's a lot because you have 2 chat rooms open, and TikTok people are just coming in and out, in and out, in and out. I do like TikTok for just if you just want to be quiet and just play music and just give shout outs. That's it. You're not doing any like really doing. You don't have time for anything else, right? I
Right.
kind of like that better, but then I like Twitch better in terms of just connecting. Like we have a whole chat room that's been with us for 3 hours. Like that's amazing.
Right.
You know, people's attention spans on TikTok would probably last 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then they're out, you know? So, yeah. So it's interesting. It's interesting. So for the one person that doesn't know DJ Big Al, make sure you guys are adding him in the room. This has definitely been amazing interview too, and great just learning more about you. You know, I wish you all the best with your shows and success. And I know you're going to continue to kill it and keep growing. You know, I would have liked a bar from you, but I'm going to try to get another time. Is there anyone that you would like to actually raid into? I can leave that up to you too.
Let's
Yes,
see.
follow him. DJ just followed you as well. I see on your screen. Make sure you guys are following him. Great DJ, great streamer, great shows. And then also tell them when your shows are on and what they are so people know when to catch you or anything you'd like to promote too.
So I am in the process of changing some things. So I stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Sunday night, of course, is the Triple D Slow Jam show. Monday, I'm still working on what I'm going to call it, and I'm going to change my time coming on. Tuesday, of course, is Ratchet Tuesday, and Wednesday is Soul to Soul Wednesdays, and I'm on like the first 3 Wednesdays, and so the last Wednesday of the month, someone else is on. So what I'm going to be doing with that is I'm going to do something different on the last Wednesday of the month. Still tossing the name of what I want to call it, but just stay tuned. Follow me right now. Just follow me at DJBIGAL350QUE, and also on IG is DJBIGAL350. Facebook, the same thing, DJBIGAL350, because I have a DJ page over there. And Twitter, DJBIGAL350 or BigAl350, one or two. So yeah, I try to keep it all close to where I am. And, you know, pull up, tap in, come in and say hi. You know, you don't have to sit in the background. Just say hi. And I know a lot of people, when they come into a room and they say hi, then everybody starts speaking to them, and everybody doesn't want to speak.
True.
They're like, dang, I got to say hi to everybody. But, you know, that's what builds the community. And so that's the
Or sometimes they go under secret names that you don't know. And watch your ratchet using Miss Frosty or Zeta lawyer's name, and you don't even know. You don't know.
Let me tell you.
That Honey Flo's in your room.
Honey
Spying
Flo,
on you.
Honey Flo is pronounced Zeta lawyer.
Oh, shoot. I've been calling her Zeta for the longest time.
Zeta
she never corrected me. Zeta. Is she a real lawyer in real life?
Yes, she is a real lawyer.
So dope. Wow.
She's a real lawyer.
Oh,
DJ
okay.
Ron Love, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Okay. I've been calling her Zeta for like 3 years now. Whoops. She's never corrected me. I'm surprised. A lawyer is never correct. I wonder what law she does. Now I'm very interested. Anyways. Well, that's good now that I know. Oh, she says I am a real lawyer. Okay, that's cool. All right. So is there anyone that you would like to raid into as well? We can wrap it up.
We can.
I wanted to say the few bars that I made for you. I was writing them down.
Go ahead, Sam. Spit them.
I'm not very good at spitting though, guys. I'm going to sound like a Valley girl that's a Canadian. But I am proud. I am proud of my bars because I feel like they're a little bit better. At least I'm the courageous one against DJ Big Al because he's not. He said he was a rapper. He should be spitting bars.
No, I said I used to be. I didn't say that I was.
Okay, how do I do this? Okay. Okay, let's get this going. DJ Big L is scared of Honey Flo. He works in the club and on my show. We waiting for him to spit a bar, but he's too quiet and keeping it in the jar. So those are my rhymes. Those are my 4 lines for you.
Strong J, great job.
Oh no, I know. Job. It was horrendous, guys. And I didn't even use Chat GDP or whatever it's called. I actually was thinking about it when I was listening to him. So I gotta get more, I gotta get in the flow and then maybe I'll do it. Oh man, those are Canadian bars. Go easy on me, guys. At least I tried making them rhyme. Because you are keeping them in the jar. You should come up with something. Yeah, he's not going to do it. Okay, well, I tried, guys.
It's not going to happen. No.
Just like the dating show, I tried, guys. It's not working. Let me know if you guys have any bachelors and women for me for my new dating show too.
Let's raid.
All right, DJ The Force. Thanks for coming through.
I like to try to help out some of the guys who come through and help me.
Okay.
Let's raid Champus Maximus.
Oh, okay. Good pick. He supported my show too. I need to catch him more often. I think he was on a raid, high school raid I was on. Okay, he's a great guy. Champus Maximus?
Yes.
Okay, let's definitely raid in. Stick around, you guys, even for a few minutes. Stick around for him as well.
20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Okay, 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Definitely a great guy. Okay, good pick. All right, so let's raid in. Thank you guys for coming to the show. Make sure you're adding, for the 1% doesn't know, DJ Big Al. Feel free to hit the follow tab if you want to check out more of my talk shows. You could check the replay on YouTube under the live tab. You'll get most of my talk shows. I think I have about 100 on there. I've interviewed over 200 people, which is insane. It's been a pleasure. We've learned a lot from the clubs, from picking up money, how to pick up money off of girls' heels in the club, from being a kid, from being in the strip club like DJ Big Al, to being a PK pastor's kid, to working with youth. I mean, I've heard everything today. I really have. So jeez. That's why I think you would be so much fun being a bachelor on my dating show. I think you would be so much fun. You would be a character. So think about it. I'm going to keep bugging you off camera. So, all right, guys, let's raid in. Do you want to say bye to anyone too in the chat? The raid started.
Thank you to my super duper mod squad for coming through, supporting me as always. Thank you, ladies, so much. And to my VIPs that came through and showed love, I appreciate you all. My daughter who came through, thank you so much. And all the DJs who came through and showed love, I appreciate you guys.
For sure.
Come check me out. Please come check me out.
Yeah, definitely check them out, you guys.
The notification. Come see me.
Miss Tish, DJ Hot One, Charmaine the Villain, Livin' Golden, Life Golden, Immaculate, Ms. Frosty, Lady Gemini. Oh, I can't even say the name. Concierge. I mashed up her name. That's it. Yeah, you got it. Zeta. I can't believe I keep calling her Zeta. Oh, well, I call her Zeta. Zeta lawyer. Zeta lawyer in the building. Yes. Miss Tamara, everyone that's come through, everyone I've missed, DJ The Force, Immaculate, Ron Love, all you guys, Lil Unique, and everyone else. Thank you guys for coming through, and I'll see you guys next time. You never know what's going to happen on the Honey Flow show. You never know what stories I'm going to pull out of them. I didn't Barbara Walters him too much tonight, but we'll get him another time.
Because I'm a beast over here.
I appreciate your honesty. You're a lot of fun.
Father Damien, thank you so much.
Oh, Father Damien, you came in 3 hours later. You missed me. He missed all the club stories, all the crazy stories. Okay. Sometimes it gets everyone and sometimes it doesn't. Do you find that you have to do a few raids? You have to raid out again? I'm just trying to set up another raid here.
Sometimes you have to do that.
I wonder why that happens. It's probably good Father Damien came in later. You know, he avoided your hot mess stories.
Yeah, there were some hot mess stories.
No, I appreciate your honesty. I do. Most people wouldn't be honest like that, especially around me. So I appreciate it. I appreciate your honesty.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thank you so much for sticking around. And I'll definitely try to hit up your show as well, too. All right. Okay. Take care. Have a great night.
You too.
Okay. Be blessed. Take care. See ya. Bye.